Again in Clash Royale to reach 9,000 trophies, the highest arena in Clash Royale at Arena 23. So this is a legendary arena. We are sitting pretty at the Pancakes arena. And we're ready to get munch on some towers with some delicious, delectable 3 crowns, hopefully, with this Royal Recruit stack. So the strategy is simple. This is one of the most brainless, easiest decks in the game. You cycle your recruits in the back as often as you possibly can, because you get to the evolution a little bit faster. Even if you don't have the evolution, it's still an okay deck to run. If you don't have the recruits evolution, what you can do is you can run Evo Barbarians instead of Mighty Miner. You can run Evo Knight instead of Mighty Miner. You can also run Evo Bats instead of either like the Goblins or the Skeleton Barrel if you really wanted to, or maybe even like a Fireball instead of arrows. Actually, the Evo Bats, I mean, they're not that great right now, but hypothetically, like let's just say if they end up getting a buff, if they become really good, you could run them in the place of the Mighty Miner as well, I guess. The Mighty Miner or anything else instead of the Dark Goblin also works like a Firecracker evolution. It's really strong. Actually, people run regular Firecracker instead of the Dark Goblin, and then Fireball for more splash damage instead of arrows is a very good option. In fact, since we are playing more of a casual game mode and not top 200 ladder, I'm literally going to go and make that change right now. A lot of top 200 players right now are running this with arrows, but Fireball is better against Royal Hogs. It's better against the mid-ladder warriors. It allows you to have that knockback for a bit more versatility. And the splash damage, of course, against over-leveled things is definitely decent. So the strategy, you cycle recruits in the back. You defend with Goblins or Goblin Gang in the middle if they spam on the same time that you do. And then you just kind of build up big pushes. And with your recruits, you'll eventually get your opponent to overcommit on one side. You pay attention to the fact that they're at a lower amount of elixir. You spam with the Wall Breakers or the Skeleton Barrel on the weaker side, and you collect a lot of free damage. And then obviously, if you're running Dark Goblin, you're able to snipe buildings, you're able to snipe units. The Mighty Miner is going to be your best option against Giants, Golems, any big beatdown push. Also has the versatility of killing a minion horde too. So it's nice to have that splash damage with the ability. If you don't have Mighty Miner, again, you could run any of the evolutions that I was talking about instead, and that would work. But if you don't want to run evolutions, what I would run is I would run a Cannon Cart or maybe a Prince. That's what I would run instead of the Mighty Miner there. Of course, you're going to lose the versatility of being able to kill minion hordes, so you might want to run arrows instead of Fireball then. But it is what it is. Let's run it and try to climb up as far as we possibly can. Yo, yo, yo. You are the most consistent gamer I've ever seen. Yes, sir. You already know that's exactly how we roll. We're going to go for a Skeleton Barrel here. If you don't hit 9,000 with the meme deck, it's not worth doing. No, I think it's worth doing for everyone. The thing is, I never want to say, hey, something is easy for me, so then it should be easy for everyone. Because that's not how it should be, right? Like, any accomplishment that you get in life or in a video game, you should be happy as long as you're comparing yourself to yourself. Never be that type of dude that's like, wow, this is so easy. Like, I can't believe everyone else didn't do it. I don't know. Because you can always compare yourself to everyone else, and then you're going to be always disappointed or sad. And that's just a really crappy way of living life, is not being able to notice improvements and be happy about it. At least that's one thing that I've realized. Anyway, getting back to business. Generally, the strategy for us is going to go recruit in the back, build up big pushes, and then dominate. That's exactly what we're going for today. Let's go, let's go. This deck is interesting. I mean, it is one of the most played decks in the top 200. It is very easy to play, and that's why we're showing it today. 9,000 trophies is about to happen live on stream. And I guess if you guys are watching from a VOD, hopefully you're having an amazing time. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are watching this at a later day. Yeah. Oh, wow. Our Dark Goblin actually got finessed by a log there. Totally fine. But you guys saw he doesn't have login cycle, so what are we going to do? We're going to go and spam both sides. Wow, he has log and arrows in the same deck. That is so unlucky. Well, that does happen in Clash Royale. Sometimes you get bad matchups. Let's see if we can still persevere through the pain against a Valkyrie deck that also somehow ends up having arrows and a log. So a little bit confused that that's even a deck, but sometimes that does happen on ladder, and that's totally fine. We're going to go for recruits. We're going to spam both sides simultaneously. He's going to be down a lot of elixir, and then I think he's going to go for a log, so we are not going to mess around with that too much. We're going to have to wait and see what he wants to do, and then maybe we can pull through. If we go Dark Goblin, it will get logged, so it's kind of a bad trade, but it is what it is. Hopefully, I was kind of hoping he would miss it. Do this, and let's go Goblin Gang as well. Hopefully we can end up hitting a Skeleton Barrel. If that doesn't happen, it's okay. All right, let's go here. Let's go recruits again. trying to get recruits down as much as I possibly can, just because the way I see it is I can get the evolution, and that's the only way I'm going to win this game. Because his deck does kind of counter us. I need to end up getting evolutions because that will give us a huge advantage. All right, we're going to go Goblin Gang as well. Maybe the wall breakers will connect. We're trying to keep him at a low amount of elixir, and then maybe we can still win. Yeah, we're not able to break through the Inferno Tower. That's a little bit unlucky. All right, let's go recruits at the river when he's a little bit lower. Doesn't have login cycle. He's probably in a Valkyrie. Let's go in for a Dark Goblin here. Okay. Keep our Dark Goblin alive a little bit longer. Doesn't happen. All right, we're going to go wall breakers, and maybe the recruits on the left will connect. Man. I did not expect to play against this deck. I am not going to lie. We're going to fireball on the skeletons as they pop on our tower. Okay, I'm dead. I can't kill that. Unless he loses to the skeletons right now. Yeah, it's not happening. Really, 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 really unlucky. The guy had log and arrows and a Ram Rider with 2 wing conditions when we do not have a building. So, I do think that was quite possibly the most unlucky matchup I've gotten in my life. Yeah, I did not expect to play against a double win condition deck when I have no buildings, and then a double spells with a Valkyrie when we have a whole bunch of log bait cards. It's still winnable. I almost won the game. Just wasn't able to pull it out. It's okay. It happens. Your spam has been out spammed? Not really. I just got hard countered. When you're playing any type of deck on ladder, there's a chance that you're gonna get a bad matchup. There's a chance that you will play against some certified savage that decided to build a deck that counters your stuff, and that's okay. That is totally fine if that happens. Doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes it does. That's okay. You still did well, SirTag. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's just a curse. You lose the first game of the stream. I know. I always lose the first game of every stream. I don't know why. I guess I'm built different that way. Totally fine. Totally fair. All right, so this guy's got Harry Potter. Let's go Wall Breakers immediately, and then let's go for Mighty Miner. Also, I did realize that my cards are a little bit lower level than most people's. I am running some level 14 cards, I guess, so maybe that made a little bit of an impact. Maybe if my Skeleton Barrel was level 15, I would have won that last game. Just going to throw that out there. Skill issue, maybe. Card issue, maybe. I don't know. Could have been a lot of different things. But yeah, 400 HP when that happens. Audio, I'm sorry about that. We're fixing that right now. Thank you guys for letting me know. Yo, this guy's going to have an Electro Giant deck. Okay. I genuinely believe a lot of these people at ladder run the weirdest decks. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. An Electro Giant deck with Wizard and Graveyard? How do you even RNG this? Like, what's the strategy? I have to know. I've not seen anything like this before. Anyway, we're going to get our goblins down, and we will be able to kill the Electro Giant, and then we'll see what else we can do. The deck I'm running, SirTag. Yes, sir. When do you see yourself getting married? Whoa. What are those questions? Dude, I don't even have a girlfriend. I have no idea. That type of stuff is, like, extremely unpredictable for me. Right now, I'm just trying to have fun in life, and I have no clue when that's going to happen, dude. Yeah, that's like probably a long, long time away. Especially because, you know, just want to have fun. You just want to chill. You want to enjoy life a little bit more. And marriage, at least for me, like it locks you down, and then it makes you like think about like other responsibilities that you don't necessarily want to do when you're still trying to live your life. Anyway, I think I played that really well. I think we did a thing. We did a thing. Wow. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But no, dude, ask as many personal questions as you want. No, ask as many personal questions as you want. You said you had a... No, guys. Oh, man. I love because we have like 1,000 people. How many people? Okay, we have 600 people. Some of you guys have not been here in like 6+ months. It's awesome. Amazing. Yeah, no, I haven't had a girlfriend in a while. What are we doing here? Dude, are we actually... There's no way. There's no way. There's no way this is happening right now. Okay. All right. We played against Electro Giant when we have Mighty Miner. That's great. That was so much fun. Here we go. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to pretend that these 2 games never happened. This splash damage never happened. These decks, these matchups, they never happened. It was a figment of our imagination. We're going to climb all the way up, and we're going to win every game in a row. That's what's happening right now. What's your social security? Dude, these are the questions we need to ask. The social security... Oh, my God. You saw a Goblin Gang, and you chose violence. You saw a Goblin Gang and decided to not respond. What? Let me inside your brain, bro. I need to know. How does this happen? Okay. It's actually really funny. I also might level up my cards right now just to get the full level 15 deck, but you don't need to do that, so I don't know. Let's just activate King Tower. Cool stuff. Come again? No, not a month. What? Dude, your timetables are really messed up. Yeah, you can go back like on my streams and stuff and see if you have any questions. Just 2 streams? What? Oh my god. What? I'm so confused. Yo, you guys are wildin'. Straight up wildin' out here. Alright. 2 top ladder players are playing this deck? No, it's way more than 2 as well. If you look at Royale API, the amount of players that are playing this deck is like over 10. There's over 10, man. This deck is one of the most played decks of the top 200. There has been a massive amount of misinformation in the chat today. It is wild. I love it. I love it. All right. What's your favorite series? Why do you always look so stressed? I don't know, man. Maybe because I internalize the Royal recruits and I charge all over the map and I charge over in my real life. And we're always out here charging. And we play against the greatest decks of all time. That's when we play against the Electric Giant Graveyard, how could you not be stressed, bro? All right. Let's just keep going. What is the best deck without Evos? There's some decent Royal Recruits decks without Evos. Like, if you want to play this deck without an Evolution, it's still pretty good. Still a really, really, really good deck. You don't have to run Evolutions. However, Evolutions are strong. Evolutions are good. You'll likely win more games if you're running Evolutions. It's an amazing phenomenon. Any plans to travel? Yeah, I have lots of plans to travel. Probably going to go to Japan and stuff like that, so. We'll see where we end up. But yeah, if we didn't have Fireball, imagine how difficult this would be to defend. Imagine. I mean, I'm not going to use the Fireball here because I don't lose my tower, but imagine for a second that we didn't have it. I wish to be as chill as SirTag. Dude, I wish I could be as chill as 99.9% of you guys. The only, the most chill man was the one that asked for my social security number. I love that. I love that type of energy. What's your favorite anime? I mean, a lot of animes are like super sexualized and they're not necessarily as good. I have stopped watching as many of them. Jujutsu Kaisen's great, but Hunter x Hunter is my favorite one. That is probably my favorite. Recently. What advice do you have for a frog that wants to be a cat but can't become a cat because it's a silly little frog? Go kiss a Disney princess and then turn into a human and then turn into what was it? Yeah, turn into a cat afterwards. Or become like Ben 10 and shapeshift. OP. Alright, we're gonna win all the games in a row right now. Hopefully this pops off. Hopefully we can get every win. Oh my gosh, today has been a fun time. Alright, I'm gonna go for recruits in the back as well. So this guy's gonna have barbarians. Definitely gonna be one of those games where we can probably just kill the barbs and then get counter push. Did you watch Death Note? I did not really watch it. I got bored and then I left it. One of the things about me is, if you guys don't know, I get bored of things really quickly. And then because I get bored of it, I stop watching it or I stop doing it. Okay, so this guy's got Harry Potter and he's also gonna have arrows. You know, that's the type of experience that we want. This is the authentic Clash Royale experience where people have Valkyries, wizards, arrows, everything. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a real game. Okay, yeah, Electro Wizard for the Mighty Miner too. Yep. Quality deck construction from our homie here. So the strategy for us is to go for wall breakers, to go and kite the Valkyrie a little bit. I should have kited it completely, but it's okay. And then we can go for recruits, and then we can spam them. So strategy is when he doesn't have splash damage equals lots of spam at the river. But he always has splash damage. Man's got Mega Knight too. This is just awesome. Genuinely hilarious to see people like run these decks. Okay, cool. Being able to fireball that is quite nice because it kills everything. The Dark Goblin was unnecessary, but I didn't know that he was going to not... I didn't know he was going to drop the Barbarians right next to it to give us a free fireball. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. I don't know I want to do in life. I'm forced to choose. I'm not ready yet. Oh, dude, here's the thing. Lots of things in life you're not going to necessarily be prepared for. For me as well, I overthink everything that I do. A lot of times you just have to trust yourself and make the best decision you possibly can given your situation. So for instance, I'll talk about yesterday for me. I had a situation where I am forced to pick an apartment very soon because my rent is expiring, or my lease is expiring here. And I'm like, where would I want to be? I could go back to Boston. I can go to a different country. I can go to a different state. I can stay in Seattle. A lot of my friends live in Seattle. I've built a pretty good friend group here. And also I like it. I just enjoy the weather. I know I can always go back to Boston any other time. So I eliminated it really quickly. Like, I'm not going to go back to Boston. I'm going to stay in Seattle. Then what did I do? I was like, okay, there's a lot of different apartments. I looked at maybe 20 or 30 different apartments online. I narrowed it down after asking friends. And I was like, okay, I've spent a lot of time on this. There are 2 apartments. I found out the apartment layouts that I liked. And then after that, I was like, okay, I then have to tour and make a decision really quickly. So yesterday, I spent around 4 hours touring different, or not 4 hours, like I guess 2 hours touring apartments. And then 4 hours total with the drive and all that time that I spent there. And then I made my decision today, or yesterday, last night. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there would be a better choice. Maybe there's something that is unfortunate. Like, what is it? Like, you could optimize and maybe get better amenities. You could have a better living space. Maybe there will be less noise. But all things considered, I made the best choice I could given the situation and the amount of time that I spent. And then you can't stress about it any more than that. So for you, as long as you put in the time to make the right choice, given your situation, you can't really fault yourself if you don't make like, if you didn't make the perfect choice. You did the best you could, and you see what happens. And that's something that I constantly have to remind myself on. That is something that I struggle with every day. I'm definitely a perfectionist, so that's something that I always, look at and I'm like, this has to be better, or this has to be the best. It doesn't have to be the best. It has to be the best that you can make it, or at least decent. Something that you're proud of. You look back at it and you're like, I'm proud of how I operated in this situation, proud of what I was able to do. Also, funny thing, the apartments in Seattle, they have exploding offers. So when I toured these apartments, within a day, they're like, you get 4 months or 4 weeks free. 4 weeks free, but you have to sign within a day. So it's really stressful because you tour all these apartments, then you have to go through the leasing process, and you have to show proof of income, put in all of your information, and do that within a day, or you don't get the offer. So it's pretty predatory pricing as well, like from that perspective. I don't love Seattle from that perspective. I don't like Boston either. Like a lot of these cities, they try to get you to immediately lock into leases without necessarily spending as much time. And it was formulated because all of the other apartments around them have been able to get away with it. So if everyone does it, then they're able to do it. It's kind of like a monopoly, right? Imagine like water, right? You want to go and buy a bottle of water, and then the Dasani prices skyrocket, the smart water prices skyrocket, and you can't buy a bottle of water. It just keeps going up and up and up. But you need water to survive. It's the same thing as like, I need an apartment. I need a good apartment. So all of the apartment complexes have fallen into this horrible situation where they can get away with something that they shouldn't be able to. They shouldn't be able to say, hey, you have to lock into a lease within a day. That's never something that should be a possibility, but unfortunately, it is a very real reality. Anyway, that is just something that I guess I can complain about, or something that I did not like. But it forced me to make a decision. And even though I felt like I wasn't ready for it, I made it happen. That was a very long, roundabout answer to a very short sentence that you wrote. But I got you, fam, with the the noteworthy expeditions and the long-winded answers every time. No doubt. All right, anyway. I brainlessly spammed and we conquered this guy easily. Is this your only job? Do they accept YouTube as a source of income? Yeah, they do accept YouTube as a source of income. Yo, yo, yo. Screw being an adult? I couldn't have said it any better, bro. When you're a kid or you're in high school, cherish those moments. You will love them forever. Once you start adulting and you have all these responsibilities, it's way harder. You need to compare size and price of apartments? Yeah. No, I did. I've done everything. Don't worry about that. I spent a lot of time on this. Why Fireball and not Arrows? It's a little bit more reliable at lower levels of gameplay. Arrows is easier. Arrows is way easier to play at higher levels of gameplay because most of the time people are, I don't know, how do we say it? Like, they're, what do we say? I would say they're running more decks that are cohesive and decks that actually have good synergies. Whereas a lot of times at lower levels of gameplay, you'll see a random balloon in there, or I guess like the Ram Rider in the last game. If anyone thinks that that Ram Rider deck that we lost to the first game was actually good, you guys are wildin'. It is a trash deck that we lost to, but also at the same time, I applaud the creativity. The deck isn't good, but the guy was able to win with it. So double thumbs up to him. It is one of those things that if you're playing it against decks that don't have good synergies, you have to have a more adaptable deck that can still beat those decks. Having the Fireball, it gave me a better option because it allowed me to bounce back the Ram Rider and then have a chance of defending. Because I don't have a building, I kind of need that knockback and that reset, right? So it's nice to have that. Also, it kills the Evolved Barbarians that people randomly have in decks that you wouldn't expect. Arrows, however, way better against a lot of the bait decks in the meta, which at higher levels of gameplay, there's a lot of bait decks. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Also, if you are ever wondering, what do I do? Default to spamming Royal recruits. And even if you lose games here and there, because you will lose games, you're going to win a lot more than you lose with this deck, which is a cool thing. Also, there's a lot of witches and wizards. Having that Fireball is nice. Because if arrows, I wouldn't be able to do anything right now. I assume that this guy is going to spam stuff right next to his witch, because that's what everyone does. And amazing. Amazing. He does it. He goes for the witch spam. And I think we kill the witch, and then we have the goblins counter pushing. I didn't need to drop the dark goblin there. I did it anyway, though. All right. What else can we do? What else is the strategy? Why are there so many wizards? Because people love their Harry Potters, man. They saw the movie. They got addicted. They're part of the Harry Potter fan club. I can't blame them. I'd say Harry Potter is probably one of the best movies series of all time. There's no doubt about it. All right, we're going to go for a Skeleton Barrel on the right-hand side. He's actually going to freeze me. This guy is really wildin'. All right, so the other good thing is the Fireball does take towers. Like, it has the potential to do that. Like, it has damage potential that you don't necessarily have with every other deck. Dude, stop it. Chill. Just let me win. Yeah, see the Fireball? Without the Fireball there, we wouldn't have gotten a good outcome. Would not have gotten a good outcome at all. He's going to freeze. He's going to take the tower on the left. And then he loses because he just doesn't have Elixir anymore. Great. Incredible gameplay. Let's go. It's so weird to play against decks like this, though, because there's no universe where I would play against like this amount of splash damage at higher levels of ladder. It's fun because I get to show you guys the authentic ladder experience here, too. Because usually when I play this deck at top like 2,000 gameplay or whatever, I match into decks that are pretty common, that have like a reasonable amount of splash damage. But not here. Not here. Here we get the arrows, which Ice Wizard decks, you know? Alright, he's going to go in for arrows, and then he's going to lose to this Dark Goblin, probably. No! Wow, this game is so weird. Is he going to go for a Hog Rider and not have a building? I think a lot of these players don't even know how to use a building. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like that's the case. Alright, so all we have to do is cycle back to one more Fireball. So we should be able to do that if we go for recruits, pull everything up. Go Goblin Gang in the middle. And that should be it. GG! There's a lot of really, really clunky decks as well, so you guys can go through my other arena videos. There's actually going to be another video in the pinned comment. If you guys want to run more of a control-esque deck, and you're like, hey, Jake, Royal Recruits is not the deck for me. I don't love it. The cool thing is there's a lot of different decks you can play. You guys can check out the last video of this series where I pushed to Arena 22. That will be in the pinned comment if you want to check that out. Just beat someone from your clan while I'm watching your stream. Hey, GG, man. Royal Recruits OP? Yeah, Royal Recruits are really strong. Even in the face of a Wizard Witch deck, you can still win pretty reliably. The one thing I dislike about our deck is because we don't have a small spell, we don't have a great answer to Skeleton Barrel. I'm sure you guys saw that in the very first match where I took tons of damage. But Skeleton Barrel is a problem for this deck. There's no doubt about it. That's okay. It does happen. All right, we're going to go for a Skeleton Barrel of our own on the left-hand side. He's going to have Mega Knight. There will not be a game where our opponent does not have Valkyrie or Mega Knight. I can guarantee it. Okay, arrows again. Makes sense. Makes sense. Cool. All right. Well, we activated King Tower in the weirdest way ever. We've got Fireball now for the Royal Hogs. That's beautiful. It's the double win condition decks. Genuinely, maybe a bomb tower deck would also work. If you want to run one of the bomb tower decks that I'll have in the pinned comment, those decks work really, really well. There's so many different decks in Clash Royale that work and don't. I'm so confused when they've got 2 win conditions. Because I know my deck has 2 win conditions, but it's also, you know, it's a cohesive strategy, right? There's a lot of stuff there. So if the deck makes sense, the double win conditions need to have like a synergy together, like log bait, like wall breakers and skeleton barrel. They both bait out small spells. The Royal Hogs and skeleton barrel doesn't really do that. Yo, what's up, Danny? Very late, but I got here. Edits and videos have been 10 out of 10 for past months. Yeah, I've been really, really, really proud of the videos recently. I've been paying my editors bonuses each time that they put out a video that I enjoy. And having that type of benefit where we can celebrate together on a good video, I think it's made my content a lot better. Also, thank you for the $10, Danny. I do appreciate that, and hopefully you're having a good day. Let's go, let's go. There's some other donations I missed. Basil says, please try one game with my deck. I am not trying anyone else's deck today. Usually, when I do these themed live streams, if you ever donate expecting me to try your deck, it's not the time to donate expecting me to try your deck. There's usually a series where I say, hey, I'm trying out your deck, and I do that, like, I'm maybe going to do that once a month. And, yeah, you can stay tuned for that. That's always a vibe, so hopefully I have you on that stream. All right, we have to keep that nearby. Oh, wait, he just lost the entire Goblin Gang. What the heck? What a weird game to be in. Underrated creator? Hey, thank you, man. What deck should I use to get 6K trophies? I've been struggling. The deck that I'm showing right now, it would work. I mean, if I'm using this at 8,500 trophies, you would be able to use it at 6,000 trophies. And, I mean, that's a thing. A lot of people ask questions about, like, what can I use at a lower trophy count? Any of the decks that I use on any of my YouTube videos, they work at any trophy count. They really do. They're some of the best decks in the game. And one of the biggest misconceptions that people have is they're like, wow, I need to upgrade a different deck every arena because there needs to be a specialized thing for each arena. That is the worst thing you could possibly do. Imagine spending more money in Clash Royale just to upgrade decks that you don't need to upgrade. Why not just upgrade one deck that works from Arena 0 to Arena 22, Arena 23? That's one of the better things to do, is just run a good deck that can work in any arena. Would highly, highly, highly encourage that. I'm surprised you don't have 1 million subs. You're way too underrated. Well, Clash Royale is a game that has a finite audience, right? We don't have the biggest audience in the world or anything like that. But also at the same time, I don't need to. I don't care. I'd rather just have a really cool community. I'd rather have people like, you know, seeing Danny every single time that I stream. The fact that he's out here giving good vibes all the time. I'd rather have people like that than having 1 million subscribers or tons of people that, you know, it's just kind of hard to even see notifications. As weird as that is, I'm really happy with what I have. I love the community that we have. And hopefully we can build a bigger community and keep the same tightness that we have. But yeah, I was talking to my YouTube manager yesterday, and he's like, I don't understand how you have such a consistent audience. I don't understand how, like, even for your live streams, everything is very consistent. Like, everyone wants to watch your content. I'm like, I know, I'm very lucky. He's like, usually people have the opposite problem where, you know, they have a lot of views every single month as shorts, and they're trying to convert people into long-term views, and, you know, they are forced to do videos on stuff that they don't enjoy. And I'm like, I know, I can kind of just create content on what I enjoy, and my audience also likes that as well. And it's the best feeling. Yeah, thank you guys for that. And assert dominance? Yeah, dude. Hopefully we assert dominance today. I respect that. You're lucky to have a non-toxic community. We don't have an entirely non-toxic community, but we do have a pretty non-toxic community. You know, it's like 99% of you guys are super, super chill. And it's okay. Like, a lot of you guys enjoy trolling me too, which I also do appreciate. It's kind of fun to have a little bit of spice in life. All right. We're going to win this game. The Dark Goblin's going to put in so much work. We can click the Mighty Miner ability, go other side. That's a vibe. Wow, we're doing so well right now. What the heck? What do you plan on doing after quitting YouTube? I don't think I'm ever going to quit YouTube, man. YouTube will always be a part of my life. I really love what we do here. If you think about it from that perspective, if you enjoy what you do, it doesn't really feel like a job to me. I look forward to doing YouTube every day. So I don't see myself quitting YouTube. I do see myself downsizing later on, eventually, when I need to. When I'm like, oh, I probably can't do this every single day for the rest of my life until I'm like 80, right? Like, you know, I'm not going to be doing YouTube for that extent. But I'll still be creating content. I'll still be talking to you guys. I'll still be staying connected. Because for me, at least, this is a huge part of my life. It's not just a vehicle for money or a vehicle for anything other than just, you know, for fun. I love being with the community, and yeah, I mean, it's something that you guys have been with me since Martha's Vineyard 7 years ago. So I can't really imagine like my life without YouTube, I guess, if that makes sense. How many editors do you have? So right now we currently have 4 or 5, depending on on what you count. I downsized a little bit because I didn't want to create as much content on specific things, and I was like, okay, well, some of my editors are going to college. They are going to take a little bit of a break, and I was like, okay, so I don't need to hire a couple people to replace them. I can kind of just chill and relax a little bit more. Have you tried Clash Mini? Yeah, I have tried Clash Mini. It's pretty fun. We'll see if it goes global. That's the real test. Is the game good enough to go global? If it is, then I'd be really happy. If not, then it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see. Man, oh man. Do you go to the gym? Yeah, I do go to the gym. Watching from India every day? Hell yeah. How do you pay your editors? I pay them through a process called Wise. I usually pay them on a video editing basis, like per video project. Because some projects cost more money since it takes a longer period of time. Obviously, I don't want to pay them on salary because it doesn't really make sense to if, you know, it's like, I think for video editing, a lot of times, like, you would want to pay people on the project that they're working on so they can take breaks. So then it's fair for them and for you. Because I think salary, for whatever reason, like, while it is dependable, at least for video editing, it's not necessarily that good. But sometimes, you know, I've had experiences where people just don't want to work as much, and then they just take like a lot of time off, and it's like, okay, well, like, you know, it's just awkward then. To be like, yeah, I paid you on salary. Or, you know, I expect them to do a lot more on a specific project, and then, what do I say? Like, it's not fair to them to expect them to do more, when the project is not necessarily like, you know, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's difficult to actually have salary work near as well as like performance bonuses, and then also like on a per video project basis. I've tried everything. That is the thing that works the best for me. Yeah, anyway. But we're going to go in for a Mighty Miner here, and then we'll see what else we can do. Yo. Not a specific price every month. Well, if it's ever lower than a specific price, I generally just give bonuses, and then I make sure that they get enough money. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm never going to have it be a number that they would not be happy with. Every single time, every month, the people that work with me are very, very happy with what they get. Also, we just activated King Tower. That sucks. Yeah. Essentially, it's, yeah, I think that's the better thing to do. Plus, then people are more motivated to work as well, right? Like, I'm more motivated to create better content because, because the way I see it is, if it's not on an individualized basis, then I think you kind of just have this big picture looming over you, and you aren't really thinking about the small individual videos as much, if that makes sense. It's like if you have a large goal and you don't break it down into digestible bits, then it's hard to really understand like where you're going and stuff. It's easier to get overwhelmed or complacent. All right, we're going to go for a fireball here, and then we should just be able to continuously fireball him. So generally, when your opponent has a building, you just go for skeleton barrels because the skeleton barrel baits out the building. That costs more elixir than the skeleton barrel, so you get a lot of value from that. This deck does not require any skill or thought process, really, guys. I'm sure you have identified that by now. We're going to fireball twice and we will win the game. That's cool. GG. The skeleton barrel will lock onto the tower as well, and then he's going to, like, log it. Oh. Interesting. GG. Kind of an easy game. Very late, but got here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm really happy that you guys have a good connection. Yeah, I love my editors. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I'm very, very, very fortunate to have the people that I have in my community. All right, all right. Can you use this deck if you don't have Evolution Royal Recruits? Yeah, I already talked about that at the very start. If you guys want to rewind to the very start. I talk about the deck. I talk about substitutions you can make. Yeah, check that out. Any suggestion or anyone asking questions about the deck, just go to the very start of the video. Rewind. Please collab with OJ. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Also, Electro Giant. We lost against that last time. We need a redemption arc here. I think I can beat it. The reason why I think it was difficult... Oh! We sniped a princess! No way. That's huge. That's monumental value. He's going to go Night Witch on the Dark Goblin, and then he's down a lot of elixir, so he's in a terrible spot. We pulled a bat. Does that count as something, guys? Is that some small moral support? I think so, too. Have you met OJ? Yeah, of course I have. You guys ask the same questions all the time. We have like 1,200 people live right now, so it does make sense. But yeah, that's pretty funny. It's a delay, so you might see this a little bit later. Yeah, it's all good, man. So the princess is gonna get sniped here. We're just gonna finish it off with the Dark Goblin. We vibing, having a good time. Do you have a girlfriend? Can I be yours? Yes, dude. You can definitely be my girlfriend, 100%. We can have the best e-relationship ever, where we have long distance to the point that we never see each other, you know, and we never talk. But it's okay. You can say that you're my girlfriend. What's the best Evo in your opinion? Evo Knight and then Evo Skeletons. Definitely Evo Skeletons is really, really, really unfair right now. The fact that they multiply as much as they do is just, I don't know. It's completely crazy that they went from one of the worst evolutions in the game to what they are now. It's actually revolting to realize how good they are. So strong. So strong. All right. Guys, we need a counter for how many times we get asked to what's the replacement for the Mighty Miner. I should probably have a pin comment. I should probably have a pin comment in the video. That would be kind of cool. At least that's what I've realized now. All right, we're going to go for this, and then we can go for wall breakers to go and kite most of the stuff to the other side, hopefully? Question mark? Okay, we're going to lose that tower for sure. Let's not lose the game, though. He's actually going to go for Princess at the River like a certified savage. Oh my gosh, wait, he's got Battle Hero with this, with the Elixir Golem. This is, Electro Giant. This is really bad for us. I might have lost. I actually might have lost. I was kind of trolling. I think I lost. I need a fireball and everything. Guys, this is a loss. No way. No way, dudes. Totally tragic. I wasn't focused at all. Please say this isn't so, bro. Ah! No! It's still on the tower! How did the Mighty Miner not push it off? Oh my gosh. No way. No way. All right, guys. Baby rage. Baby rage. Baby rage. Baby rage. Baby rage. Baby rage. No one saw anything. No one saw anything there. All right? It was a figment of everyone's imagination that I just upgraded a card. All right, we're fine. It's all calculated. Skeleton Barrel, you are now level 15 to do even more damage. Guys, when you lose, what do? You just upgrade cards, right? Anyone else ever done that before, or is it just me? That's why we lost the game. Definitely because we didn't make 10 different misplays. All because of the card levels, right? Who's with me here? Who's with me here, guys? Anyone else with me on that? Blame the card levels, never the skill. In reality, it was totally a skill issue. I should have won that game. Trash? Yeah, dude. It was a pretty trash gameplay on my end. But I've lost to Electro Giant. The fact that he loses to that and Smile is a talent, I'm glad I'm good at something, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you. All right, I'm going to go Mighty Miner. Do you play Fortnite? Nah, screw that game. I don't like FPS games. I'm terrible at them. I don't enjoy. Insert it's fine meme. Yeah, dude. Insert the it's fine meme 100%. You're graduating this year. Congrats, man. That's a W. That's a huge W. That was a massive W. All right. So, if you didn't know, we can go and pull the Hunter with the wall breakers, which is a cool phenomenon. Oh, look at that. Look at the Hunter. Just missed. Yo, he whiffed again. Okay, guys. I think we've realized something. What do we need to upgrade next? Obviously, the wall breakers. If we lose the game, upgrade the wall breakers. Skill issue. The wall breaker somehow didn't connect to the tower because level 14 versus level 15 is built different. Fine, though. What state do you live? I live in Washington right now. E-Giants are pretty OP. E-Giants are really good against this deck. It's winnable. You just have to use your Dark Goblin and not play like a potato like I did. Then you're fine. I'm not necessarily thinking too much in these games, guys, to be honest. Be 100% transparent with y'all. Is Balloon still good? Yeah, Balloon's still a very good card. I'm going to go more recruits and see what he does. This looks like it's not that bad of a matchup for us, so... Knight. Oh! Yeah, that happened. That was a thing. I also thought he would go Fisherman, but he didn't. Interesting. Let's go recruits in the back and build up big pushes. We have realized where we've went wrong. We have realized what I've done incorrectly. Little bit embarrassing. Just a little bit. Not so bad. Not terrible. Not terrifyingly terrible. It's okay. It's always calculated out here. I only missed one fireball, guys. Oh, I hit a Royal Ghost, too. That's actually really cool. Recruits in the back. Build up big pushes. Amazing. Look at this, guys. We're dropping recruits in the back instead of at the river now. We've evolved, but backwards. All right, we're going to Mighty Miner here. Oh, he missed. Do I hit the skeletons too? I do. Beautiful. Dark Goblin locks on the tower. No way. Yo, Daryl the Dark Goblin. Daryl the Dark Goblin popping off. No way. That's insane value. All right, we're going to go recruits again just to be a little bit more of a nuisance. If you're constantly keeping up recruits instead of spamming other cards at the river, they can't go for Royal Giant. So that's the strategy. You just like endlessly spam Royal recruits. If you actually want to play this deck with some semblance of a brain, you just keep spamming recruits. Fireball is nice, but not that big of a deal. I bet you goes Royal Giant, so let's Mighty Miner on the same side. And then let's go recruits. And he doesn't pull the Mighty Miner. He used his Electro Spirit, so we're going to go in for a Skeleton Barrel on the other side. Oh my gosh, dude. He made the big push. He made it happen. No, I should have fireballed on the RG. Guys, it's going to be a journey today. Missed. I know. The fireball missed the Hunter. I didn't miss the fireball. The fireball missed the Hunter, man. It had a mind of its own. It had a mind of its own. 100%. All right, so genuinely just go recruits in the back and don't do something stupid like I did and you'd win. I didn't miss you. No, dude. It wasn't even that. The fireball missed. The fireball missed. Oh, Shrek. Cool. What an awesome card. What if it takes too long? What do you mean? What if it takes too long? If the recruits in the back take too long, you just want to keep recruiting in the back because you're able to build up bigger pushes. It's just definitely a better way of playing Clash Royale. Definitively better. Look at the recruits on the other side. Look at how much damage I got. Kind of crazy. I don't get to activate King Tower here, I don't think. I think he just dies, but it's okay. We're trying to cycle 2 cards and get back to recruits. Nerf Goblin Giant? Yeah. Fireball Assault? Yeah, 100%. Fireball was moved by the wind? Yeah, the guy kind of summoned the avatar, and then, yeah, that's what happened. 100%. Is this deck good in ranked? It's better in ranked than in this gameplay. It's actually better in ranked. It's a really easy deck to play. It's slightly worse against a lot of splash damage decks that you'll find on casual ladder. But the cool thing is, even if you lose a couple games here and there, you will climb up to 9,000 trophies pretty quickly. It's not like it takes forever to do. It is pretty easy to do, which is a cool thing. It's nice that even when you lose a couple games, you know that you're going to win more than you lose overall. Good in tournament? Oh, yeah, it's better in tournaments. Like, it's legitimately better in ranked ladder. It's legitimately better in everything besides this game mode. This is probably the worst game mode for it, and it's still pretty good. It still works really well. Hunter's fault. I know, dude. The Hunter moved a little bit. How dare he? What do you think about making videos testing substacks? I already do that. Check out my channel, man. Is it possible to get to Ultimate Champion without a meta deck? Or is it mandatory to play meta? Definitely not mandatory to play meta. If you guys only play meta decks, you're really missing out on the game. Because, you know, there's a lot more fun to unlock. Even when we lose against these crazy decks, they're still pretty fun to play against myself, so I don't know. If the game was the exact same deck every single time, I probably wouldn't be playing Clash Royale. It's nice that you can jump into these games and have a variety of different things. But you always want what you can't have. When you're playing against meta and losing against it, you're like, man, I can't believe I played against Expo or Logbait 20 times in a row. When you're losing against something that's crazy, you're like, I can't believe this guy came up with this crazy deck that's like awful to play against. It's so unfair that he has this random deck card combination that counters me. So think about it from the perspective of like, what would you rather play against? Would you rather play against the same thing every single day? Or would you, when you lose against a crazy deck, you just be like, I applaud the creativity. Let's jump on to the next one. For me, it's like, I applaud the creativity. I like seeing different decks because it's more exciting. And even if I lose against it, it's okay. It's okay if your deck is suboptimal and it beats me. I expect that to happen once in a while. Let's go. Make wall breakers level 15? No, I'm not doing it. Not doing it live today. Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to go for goblins directly on top of the spear goblins here. And let's go for skeleton bro on the other side. As you guys can see, I am using my level 15 cards a lot more than my level 14. Also, if I actually use my brain for a single second, guess what, guys? Maybe, just maybe, I would have realized something pretty important. Using the wall breakers at level 15 is actually way better than level 15 skeleton barrel. Skeleton barrel, it still connects to the tower, right? Skeletons die in one shot. Wall breakers health probably matters a lot more. So upgrading the wall breakers to level 15 probably would have been a better play than dropping our star points or whatever on top of the skeleton barrel, or the elite wild cards on the skeleton barrel. Seems like a pretty dumb decision. All right. This matchup is actually kind of tough, so we do have to focus up. Now I'm hoping you lose because the opponent represents my country. I'm just joking. Oh, well, you don't have to joke. You can like, Jake, I hope you get wrecked. And that's fine. That's okay too. I don't mind if you guys root against me or for me. It's all good. All right. Let's go for this and then recruits. I don't think they're going to be able to kill the wall breakers, but maybe one of them. Maybe none of them. That's cool too. All right, we know he's going to go for Goblin Barrel, so we'll go for Goblin Gang here. Dark Goblin locks on a tower. That's not good for him. Not good game for us, though. I probably need to play this like slightly better than what I'm doing. I have not focused at all in this game. My bad. All right, we're going to go Goblins when he goes Barrel. Dark Goblin will walk onto my tower. There's no way to stop that. But that Princess doesn't give me PTSD from that last game where the Electro Giant ended up... yeah, it was Electro Giant Princess, and he won with that. All right, so yeah, you can go Goblins like I just did, and that full counters. If you guys did not know. Which I'm sure a lot of you guys did know, but if you don't know, now you know. Oh, the finesse! Definitely played that so well, guys. I definitely, you know, who was it? Who was like rooting against me? I got you, man. When you root against me, it powers me up. Obviously, I lost my tower there, so I got super powered up. Omega powered up, if he goes and clicks the ability to the other side, he just gets greeted by recruits, so it's not a good decision. Wham, bam, I bridge spam. I'm literally dropping everything at this point. We are literally dropping our entire bank account. That's how we roll. How did you learn how to play so well? Oh, you think I'm playing well. That's cute. This is probably some of my worst gameplay I've ever played in my life. But I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for bolstering my confidence. I played a lot of this game, so I got better at it over time. The only thing that I did correctly that entire game was countering the goblin barrel with goblins. That was the only thing I did. So I did do that. It's a vibe. How long did you cut your own videos till you got your first editor? I edited my own videos for around, I would say like around a year or so, year or two. It's nice to actually understand what you're doing before you can hire someone. If you hire someone with absolutely no knowledge of what you're doing, not only are you going to probably hire the wrong person, you're not going to be able to give actionable advice to make the videos better. And because you don't understand the process, you're going to not have any creative control. You're going to be like, Jesus, take the wheel. And then the dude is going to do his own thing. And then you're going to look at your videos and you're going to be like, maybe this is good. Maybe it's going to be bad. I have no clue because I don't know how to video edit. And that's what happens to a lot of YouTubers. They have no clue what they're doing. And it's really funny to watch like the editor take complete control of the channel. And it's just like, is this your channel or is it someone else's? That's what I think internally. Okay. You know, it's if you don't know what you're doing with editing, you're not going to be able to create good content, in my opinion. So 100% learn how to edit, spend the time to do it. And if you don't, you probably won't be successful as a YouTuber. That's just a real talk. That is how it is. All right. Yeah, let's run away from that. Running away from responsibilities out here. No! You had one job. You were just not supposed to die, bro. How hard is that? Seriously. For real. All right, all right, all right. The strategies? The strategies? The defense? It worked. Okay, he's copying my strategies with the fireball. Don't appreciate that. All right. What else can we do? Rage. Wow. Amazing. Let's go recruits. Let's just see how this goes. What apps or websites do you recommend when editing? I would say DaVinci Resolve is really, really good. DaVinci Pro, it's free. So I would recommend that to everyone. I kind of against recommending software that costs money. I don't know everyone's financial status, and sometimes people buy things that they shouldn't buy. It's like, you know, it doesn't feel good to recommend things that people should not be buying. And then they waste money. So DaVinci Pro, DaVinci Resolve, pretty good. How broken would an evolved Dark Goblin be? Well, it's as broken as Clash Royale decides it to be. I can't really see the future. You look at bats and you're like, oh, bats kind of suck. And then you look at Knight and you're like, well, that's not going to be good. And then Knight is the best evolution in the game, and it's still the best. Whatever Supercell's feeling in the moment, that's what's going to happen, man. All right. Well, I guess we're going to spam everything that we have and hope it works. It'd be really cool if that didn't hit my tower and it doesn't. That's really cool. Very nice. I think we were able to kill the Mother Witch too. Very nice. Just keep spamming, just keep spamming, just keep spamming, just keep spamming, just keep spamming. Get out of my game. Let's go. Y'all might not have thought I was going to win that. I didn't either. All right, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Sometimes you just end up spamming a whole bunch of recruits, and then it works out. Let's roll. How do you hit 9K trophies when under-leveled? Level up. No, I'm just joking. Well, that's the easiest answer. But the best answer for you is you just play a deck over and over and over again. And if it's a control deck, like the ones that I'll put in the comment section, in the pinned comment, those will be a little bit easier to level up and play because you're waiting for your opponents to make mistakes, and then you get to whatever arena you want based off of playing really defensive with your Princess Towers helping out. The deck that I'm currently playing right now is way more aggressive, way more brainless, and just more fun. So you can check out the decks that I put in the pinned comment if you are under-leveled. If you are a evenly leveled Sir and you just want to spam and not think. Best deck to do it. I'm literally talking to you guys while playing at the same time and not even caring what's happening. How's life, bro? Life has been really good. I'm getting a new apartment soon. I'm vibing. I'm having a good time. Meeting up with a ton of friends. Yeah, I can't complain. Life has been really, really good. But at the same time, you know, you have some things that you work through. not everything is always super omega ultra easy. Oh, you know what, guys? Screw it. I'll tell you a fun story. Spam in the chat if you guys want to hear a fun story about my Uber drive that I had recently. I had this, I was going to go and see a friend, have some pizza. It was a meme and a half. Spam 1 in the chat if you guys want to see it. Today is my birthday. I love your content. Yo, I love you, and I hopefully you have an amazing birthday. There's always someone with a birthday every stream, so if anyone else's birthday is today, happy birthday. If you're watching this on a VOD, it's your birthday. Hopefully you have a beautiful day full of cake, smiles, and if you don't like cake, maybe cupcakes. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. 1, 1, 1? Okay. All right. Here we go, guys. Kind of a darker story. Kind of a not really super dark story, but it's pretty funny. All right. So I was going on the Uber ride, and I needed to get to Seattle. And I'm in a suburb of Seattle. I'm not like super close. So I had to go to this pizza place. It's going to be really fun, meeting up with friends and just enjoying the time. I'm in a little bit of a rush because I was recording some sponsored content, and I like got out the door and I was just pretty disheveled. The guy's like, "Oh, how are you doing? What's going on?" Like, yo, dude, I'm having a great day. I'm ready to have some pizza. I had a long day. You know, I'm just kind of ready to relax. He's like, "Oh, dude, I had a really good day too." It's like, "Oh, cool. I'm happy that you had a good day, man. What went on? What have you been up to?" And he's like, "You know, I saw this girl and I was like really, really infatuated by her." I was like, "Oh, cool, man. Hopefully that works out for you. Really happy for you. Like that sounds like an amazing experience." And he then begins to tell me, "Oh yeah, it was the girl that was just in the car sitting where you are right now." I'm like, "Oh, so like, you know, the person that got your it's like one of your clients, you know, like one of the people that you picked up in your Uber ride." He's like, "Yeah, you know, it's not something I should have done, but you know, I was kind of into her." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I kind of just dozed off because I had to do this Nitro Nation tweet, and I had this sponsored thing, and he's just talking more about it, and he just keeps going and going and going, and he starts asking me for advice, and he's like, "You know, what should I have done? I was really into this girl, and you know, she was behind me, and I wanted to like take her into the bookstore. She's like an internationally renowned known author, and she's French, and she's really cute." I'm like, obviously, if you're an Uber driver, you probably shouldn't be hitting on the people that are in the car with you, right? Like, it's really screwed up. Like, it is definitely a terrible story. And it's also awful for him to admit that. This guy's like omega emotional and does that. And I didn't know how to react because I was like, you know, I don't want this, like, obviously it's kind of creepy. I don't want this guy to, in the future, think that this is like a good experience to be able to hit on the people that, you know, he's picking up in the Uber drive. So I'm thinking, like, how can I manifest like a better situation in the future for every person that he like picks up? So I decided, hey, dude, like, you know, have a friendly conversation with her in the car. And he's like, and just play it chill. Don't do anything creepy. Or like, basically I didn't say creepy, but like, I was like, just play it chill. And no matter what happens, no matter what she does, if she doesn't text you back or if she doesn't, you know, call you or anything, you know, don't spam her, don't do anything. And that's going to be your best avenue to explore because, you know, she'll just think that you're not desperate. She'll just think that, you know, you have a lot of options. And he's like, "Oh, wow, that's really good advice. Thanks, man." So I got this guy that was like harass an internationally known author to not do that. And I felt like that was an absolute W. But the entire car ride, he just kept talking about her. And I was like, how do you get so infatuated by a person that you've met once? Also, like, it's involved in your job. I don't know. It just, it was a wild experience. Something that I've never seen the likes of before and something that I didn't think would be possible. But here we are, you know, it's 2023. The world is always changing to be weirder and weirder and wilder and wilder. I also just fireballed the corner of the map thinking that was rail recruits. All right, guys, I think we lose this game. Definitely a good story, but but kind of a weirder experience here with this guy going golem and all-inning me. Maybe we can still win, hopefully. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, the entire car ride, he did that. He took like a couple wrong turns because he got so involved in his story. and how he like wanted to like be a part of her book club or whatever, or be a part of her, I don't know, her signing, and like walk her to the door and do all these things. I'm like, dude, you just like talked to her for like 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes. You talked to her like 20 minutes on a car ride. It was just, it was definitely a bit different for me for sure. I've never seen anything like that before. For his tag, well, to be honest, I did give him good advice. He gave her his business card, right? So maybe she'll text him if she really liked him for whatever reason. He seemed like a charismatic dude, but that was like the mask that he put on. When he took off the mask, I was like, admitting all this stuff, it's kind of creepy, man. But yeah. Lesson is, anyone watching this, do not go after girls that you met for like, 20 minutes, or even if you went on a date, like from a dating app or something. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, Like a lot of times, interactions, people that you meet, truthfully, it's going to be creepy if you pursue them like super hardcore. And even more than that, it's not going to work out for you. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's kind of funny that the good advice for him was also the good advice for everyone else. It's a win-win situation. If you ever like ultimately pursue someone really past the point that you should, it's not necessarily worth it. Yeah, I don't know. That's one thing that I've realized a lot. A lot of dudes do this. Not saying everyone does this, but there's a portion of guys that do this way too hardcore. Bro needs to hit the gym. I do need to hit the gym. I am a little bit of a twig, but we will hit the gym one day. We'll hit the gym one day. Upgrade wall breakers? Yeah, dude, every time I lose, that made me uncomfortable. Poor girl. Yeah, no. It made me very uncomfortable as well. I was like, damn. Didn't even know people like that existed, but it is what it is. Bro's angry emoting because he knows he's about to lose. Oh, yeah, maybe. I gotta go. See you later, Tag. I'll see you later, man. Peace. Peace out, Girl Scout. I like a girl in school. I'm very nervous when talking to girls. I got a recommendation for me. Yeah. The best recommendation that I would have is it actually... All right, here's the thing. If you don't talk to her, if you don't like have any interactions with her, then... One sec. Hopefully that goes towards King Tower, but it might go towards Dark Goblin. It goes towards Dark Goblin. Oh, that's kind of bad. It would have went towards King Tower if Dark Goblin wasn't there. For social situations where you're not being creepy and you're just trying to talk to someone and you're not like actively trying to pursue them past the point that it's weird, or you're not in like a working business or relationship where you're like Uber driver and then person that's just paying you to drive them to a certain spot, and they're in a situation where they can get out of it, like then you can just talk to them. You can, have conversations. You can see where that goes, right? You'd be like, hey, and start a conversation and see what happens. A lot of times in school, it's like pretty easy to get to know people in your classes and see if they're interested in you. People, at least in my experience, they'll either give you clear signs whether they like you or not. And then if they don't, then you just move to the next person. The cool thing about that is if you don't try, you'll never really know. And if you don't try, then you're not necessarily going to... I don't know. You have nothing really to lose by just seeing what happens in a lot of those situations or social situations. I just want to make that very clear. It's very different than the Uber driver. Uber driver, you don't want to be doing that when your job is like to be professional and be in a setting where everyone's just trying to get a ride from you and then you're trying to get something else, Yeah. In social situations, especially in schools, it's good to explore opportunities, see the people around you, because you don't really get that chance as you get older. It's going to be harder for you to like time travel and go back to school and see like, oh man, what would have happened if I, I just asked this girl out or try to talk to her. But yeah. A lot of times the best way of finding people in colleges, or at least around our age, is just going in clubs or joining group activities and then meeting people through that. And a lot of times getting friend groups will introduce you to more people. It's really, really easy that way. But yeah, don't stress. If you lose relationships, have a bad interaction in any social environment, there's always more people. There's always so many people in this world. So never worry about that. Just, try to have like conversations and try to have fun. The main thing that I've always tried to do is whenever I'm meeting friends or girls or anything, try to have fun in the interactions that you're having, and then you're gonna be more natural. And also on top of that, like, the number one thing about it is if you're nervous trying to get the other person to like you, you're not gonna be yourself. And number one, that will make sure that, like, if they do end up liking you, you're probably going to be in a weirder spot because you're trying to appease them or trying to make them think a certain way. Whereas if you're just having fun, it's more natural, and then everything is kind of just like you get to know them more. You're going to be more confident. It's always good that way. So every single social interaction, try to focus on having fun and just trying to talk to someone and see where it takes you. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's the way I see it for everything, pretty much. And it's made me way happier. That's something that I've had for the past 6 or so months. I've been just trying to have that type of mentality. Try to have fun and see what happens. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good vibe. Because it's really easy to get nervous and just be like, wow, I need this person to like me. That's I think that's the mentality that the Uber dude had, and then also kind of what you had right now. It's like really easy to fall into that. I love your stream. Great advice. Is getting cheated on negative laser trade. Dude. I've never been cheated on before, so I can't say, but I think that if someone cheats on you, then you just know that they're not worth, right? That's the way that I would look at it. I know it's hard to say because, like, sometimes you're like, wow, I'm like, you question your self-worth if that happens. I've had friends have that happen. But in reality, it's like more of a reflection on the person, the other person. It's a really crappy thing to, like, be in a committed relationship and have someone do that. I don't know, man. Also, like, if you get to, I think, like, one of the things is, like, when friends or people that I'm around do something really shitty, if that happens, it's like, oh, I'm kind of glad that I found that out, you know? Like, for instance, if someone steals $5 from you, I wouldn't even be upset about the $5. I'd be more so upset about, like, or I would try to frame it in a way that I'm more thankful of, like, well, it just cost me $5 to find out that you're not a good person and that I wouldn't be spending time with you. That $5 was well spent then. At least that's the way that I like to see it. Oh, man. All right, yeah, for instance, this is a really dumb story. But if anyone remembers Webkins, it's like this stuffed animal that you get. And there's a code. And you put the code online, and then you get access to some chat room. There's this kid that we grew up with, my brother and I grew up with, and we had Webkins in our room that we hadn't activated the code on yet. And what does this guy do? He goes to our room, he yoinks the code, and he signs it up on his own account. He thinks that we wouldn't, like, notice that or realize, like, hey, how did where'd the code go? We got a glitch. I can't believe it. No, we traced it back. We're like, you know, we had him over at our house. Obviously, he ended up writing down the code and snagging the Webkins. So ever since that, we were never friends with him there. We were never friends with him again. And looking back at it, it was kind of sad in the moment, but I was really thankful because I didn't waste any more time getting to know that guy. I love Webkins. Yeah, dude, Webkins were OP. I like your optimism tag. You got to be optimistic in life, man. Otherwise, you're going to be setting yourself up for failure. Try to be as happy as possible. Try to live my best life and try to be optimistic. I'm not always optimistic, right? But that's the mentality that I try to have. There are generally positive sides of things. Also, one other thing that I realized is, like, if you are thinking, like, negatively a lot, you're not going to have, like, a good friend. Or it's going to be harder to attract people that are worth spending time around as well. There's just so many different reasons. If you're putting yourself in a position where you're happier, your life will be better, right? If you're putting yourself in a position where you're looking at more positive things, you're going to be attracting people that are also like-minded and will feed off your positivity, also be positive and make your life better as well by having that type of cycle, right? The type of people that I stay away from the most is if there's a neutral statement and they take it negatively. That is one of the number one things that I dislike. Like, for instance, if you ask someone if they work out, right? Like, let's just say that. Like, someone asked me in the chat, hey, Jake, do you work out? The answer for me is like, hey, I'm trying to. I still look like a twig, but, you know, that's what's up. We're working on it. We're working on working out. Some people could be like, wow, you insinuated that I'm fat. You insinuated that I'm a twig. You insinuated that I look bad because you can't even tell. And some people do that. Immediately they get defensive about everything. And those are the type of people that I stay away from the most. And also, like, I'm sure, like, if you guys have ever been frustrated or upset, you can sense when you're having that habit. Just stay away from that at all costs. That is the worst thing. I think one of the number one things that most people can do is not have that mentality of taking a neutral thing and then making it a negative. But yeah, that happens in a lot of things. Those people are so annoying. Yeah. I mean, I've done that before. I'm sure you guys have too. It's not a good vibe. Those type of people can't handle criticism or advice at all. Yeah. No, I used to do that all the time when I was younger. It was like one of my number one things. I was like, I don't know. I wasn't able to handle criticism. Wasn't able to do that. Yeah. YouTube helped me a lot. Hey, Tag, in high school, were you ever bullied? Not really. I mean, in gym class, there was this one guy that was like really, really fit all the time. And he kind of just like took people's backpacks and then like zip tied them outside out. But he did that for everyone. It wasn't like I was exclusively bullied. It was kind of like a screwed up thing that guys did to other guys all the time. And it was like, why? Why do you clowns do this? Like, this is not, you know, if you're zip tying someone's backpack from the inside out and then I have to cut it with scissors and then I, you know, have to find my stuff. That was so annoying. But for whatever reason, it was a ritual in my high school to do that to other people because no one had anything better to do. I don't know. That was one thing. And yeah, that was one of those things. I don't know why. I have no idea why we thought it was funny, but it was a dumb thing. Was doing the bullying? Oh no, I was definitely not doing the bullying. I was too busy in my AP classes that I did not spend any time doing anything else. I had StarCraft 2 in AP classes. Kind of funny. Dude, all right. So I guess in high school, there's this game called StarCraft 2, right? I was Grandmaster at it. And one of my friends from cross country, he was like a senior or a junior, depending on what year it was. But he actively went into my classes and screamed, Grandmaster, at me and pointed at me. And like, everyone in my class would look at me and they wouldn't know what the hell he's talking about. But they would look at me and it would just be so awkward. My face would get red every time. And then the teachers would just be like, hey, what is this? And Cooper would just run away and then nothing would happen. And I don't know why that was a thing, but that was a thing in my high school. I got screamed at because I played a video game a lot. Yeah. But yeah, he was one of my friends. We played the game together, or played it. What are we doing here right now? How are we gonna win this? The guy's got like Electro Dragon and Poison, so we're gonna try to go other side more often, I think. Grandmaster SirTag. Yeah, dude. 100%. Are you sure he was your friend? Yeah, no. We ran a lot. We ran every single most days during the summer. We ran a lot together. We played StarCraft all the time together. Yeah, no, he is a really good friend. He's a great guy. I actually haven't seen him in a while, but I do want to see him again soon. Kind of fun. If I ever go back to participating here anytime soon, that is. Man, I'm gonna lose this game. It'd be cool not to lose to Evolved Skeletons and Ram Rider, but that is not the case today. Just got back after more than a year or two. Loving the haircut that you're rocking. It looks great on you. Thank you, man. StarCraft 1 or 2? I only played StarCraft 2. Not a Grandmaster at chess? Definitely not a Grandmaster at chess. How do I feel like you're not a real person? Because you see a computer screen and you're watching me. So it feels a little bit disconnected. But if you ever see me in person, no matter if I'm with friends, family, on a date or anything, just come up to me and say hi. That'd be really, really cool. I'd love to see you guys. So if you ever do see me in person, please, yeah, say hi. I actually got recognized recently. I was out in Seattle and it was like 12 o'clock at night or somewhere around there. And I was running around. I was getting chased by homeless people. And one of the guys recognized me. So it was kind of cool. That made me really happy. Play properly? No, I refuse to play properly. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a strong, independent, mighty miner that does his own thing in life. All right. Oh, that actually got hit. That really sucked. I tried to finesse it. Sometimes you can waste the Sparky shot, and then it's really OP. All right, looks like I'm dead. Oh, Goblin Giant Sparky, I love you so much. Such a fair and balanced card combination. I also could have played that a lot better, but... Oh, he missed the zap. Let's go. He wasn't ready. Yeah, Goblin Giant Sparky definitely needs a nerf. What's the delay on your stream, SirTag? Are you trying to snipe me, sir? I think the delay is a solid 15 minutes. So, you know, you're not going to be able to snipe me. All right, so this guy's got, like, Rage, and he's also going to have Zap. So, not necessarily a good matchup, but it's winnable. I'm just happy that he missed the Zap. So, it makes me a happy sir. Oh, he missed the Electro Wizard, too. Why does he have Electro Wizard Zap? What? What the heck? All right, we're going to go recruits here at the river. Right into the Sparky. It's totally fine. If we take the left-hand tower, I'll be happy. Best Arena 10 deck. I'm stuck. Yeah. Go to the pinned comment after this video, and then there will be a whole bunch of decks for you to play. Storyline of StarCraft 1 and 2 have such roller coaster emotions. I'm so thankful to play those games. Yeah, those games are really, really fun. They're this huge part of my childhood. Oh my gosh. Well, he's 3 crowns, so he literally lost to a Dark Goblin. That's crazy. 15-minute delay? What? No. I just said that to troll. It's not a 15-minute delay. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream or the video, make sure to drop a like. It goes a long way. It supports me for free and allows me to do this as a full-time job. Kind of crazy that I can do YouTube as a full-time job. Screwing around, just having fun and messing around with you guys. There's not much better than that. So, I realize how privileged the position I am in. But if you do want to support me on my journey, as I continue to create more memes and content, definitely drop a like on the video for free. Where did you get your editors? I trained them for years. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that's okay. He didn't expect the Dark Goblin to die either. Neither of us did. Hey, Tree was born in Michigan. Or no, sorry. Tree is in Michigan in his clan, and I was born in Michigan. Words are difficult, but maybe this game will be easier. Who knows? I liked your video. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that a lot. We're going to Fireball here, and then we're going to go for Goblins. Let's go. I'm losing a lot of my matches with Hog Rider Earthquake, Evo Firecracker. Any suggestions, please? I mean, there's entire videos on explaining how to play the deck. You just type in SirTag and then whatever deck you want. If you want me to explain something live, generally what's going to happen is I'll give you like one piece of advice. I'll say like, oh, so for that deck, generally like with the Hog Rider Firecracker, you want to be really focusing on spamming Firecrackers as much as you can so you can get the evolution, and then breaking through with Earthquake so then your opponent has to use units, and then using the Evolved Firecracker and lining that up with units. That's how you get a lot of damage. So like I can give you that one piece of advice, but it's not going to be near as much as I could give you if I was showing you something from the actual video that you could go and search up. So hopefully that helps you. Also, going back to the game here, this is not a good matchup. This is actually a tremendously terrible matchup. I don't think we can do anything unless we go for recruits and try to spam really aggressively. But we'll see if that even works. I don't necessarily know. I don't think it will. We have to try our hardest, though. So we're going to go recruits. We want to get a lot of damage in single elixir and then win after that. And that's not really happening. Why is he earthquaking? It's weird. Do this. Go Dark Goblin. Go Goblin Gang as well. This just looks like a loss, to be honest. I think I could have focused a little bit more and then maybe got a little bit luckier, but all intents and purposes, when you play against someone that also has Royal Hogs and Mother Witch and all that stuff, it is not necessarily a good matchup. And as I said before, this deck gets good matchups and it gets bad matchups. Kind of win most of them, but it's not always easy. If the Mighty Miner would lock onto the tower, we could still maybe win, but it's really unlikely. I think I should have piled on the pressure all on one side. That might have been a bigger difference. It is what it is. We'll jump on to the next one. Also, I will be right back really, really quick, and then we'll keep going. Are my texts showing? Yeah. Your texts are showing. Let me show you guys something really, really cool. Not really cool. Where was the game? No, it doesn't show. All right. I'll be right back 1 second, and we'll keep playing. BRB. Grab the coconut water. We are ready to go. Also, Eric, thank you for the $20, dude. I did not see that earlier. Aiden, thank you for the $2 donation. I love you, buddy. All right, let's get the last couple games. This is our stream now, chat. No, you're not allowed to steal my stream. How to lose? Oh, I'm really good at losing. It's an amazing strategy. So how you lose in Clash Royale is you kind of just spam stuff and then don't think at all. How do you win? You spam stuff and don't think at all. It also works as well. All right, so 3 for 4. That's going to be a good trade for us because we get a lot of damage. Then we recruits in the back. We get to that evolution a little bit faster. We're in Dark Goblin directly on top of the baby, or on the balloon. This is looking really good. And then because he's down a lot of elixir, we can start to pile on more pressure. Splitting up the wall breakers is not a bad decision. And even if he goes bowler, I think one of the wall breakers connects on the right. The Dark Goblin will die. Get a tornado. I think the wall breaker still connects. That's huge. And then he's down a lot of elixir still because he did use tornado. So let's go for goblins because he'll probably use barbrill here. And then when he uses barbrill, then he won't have as much in cycle. We can go mighty miner. We can go skeleton barrel. It doesn't have tornado. Then we go goblin gang. Instead of going recruits, this is just a little bit better to apply pressure because now he doesn't have anything for the mighty miner and the skeleton barrel. The skeleton barrel should connect and take his tower. We could go mighty miner ability, go other side. Not really worth it. We want the spear goblins to stay alive a little bit longer. We've done a lot of damage. Now we know he's got balloon in cycle. So he's going to have balloon and lumberjack. We kite the lumberjack with the wall breakers, and then we could go dark goblin and finish off the balloon. Wow, guys, you see me? I'm actually thinking and really not talking to you guys as much. I'm using my brain. It's amazing to see such an amazing card combination that I have here where I know what I'm doing and things are working, right? It's astonishing. Okay, that was a little bit worse than I wanted it to be. It should have been a fireball on top of the lumberjack and also the balloon at the same time. But you guys see the point. Like, I was trying to do something. It didn't really work. Wallbreaker should have kited lumberjack to the other side completely. My bad. I knew what I wanted to do. I envisioned it. The mechanics were not executed as they should have been. Totally fine, though. Go Goblin Gang, it's worse because we can go recruits, kill the bowler. We want to go Dark Goblin on top of the balloon. We want to make sure we don't get 3 crown. Go Goblin Gang here on the right-hand side. And then recruits. So the Spear Goblins will be able to kill the Phoenix, which is nice. We can also go for a Dark Goblin on top of the Electro Dragon. And then a little bit riskier to do, but I don't think it's that bad because if the Electro Dragon does die, then that's a huge benefit for us. Also, no Electro Dragon in cycle means that I can do this. And then probably just get away with this. And then click the Mighty Miner ability. Going for a Skeleton Barrel, go Wall Breakers. Mighty Miner locks Tower. That means his Tower is definitely dead unless he freezes. If he freezes, it's a lot of Elixirs. Both Wall Breakers connect. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a good time to be alive. Keep going recruits. I should have spammed more of the recruits on the right. A little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. We can fireball and everything. Get a bit more damage on the bowler. Have the skeletons potentially connect to the tower for lucky. Nice. Watch this. Beautiful. GG. That was really easy. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So the constant aggression with this deck, if you actually want to think a little bit, it works really well. Did I think even once today? Not at all. I legitimately was talking to you guys while playing at the same time and not using my brain. We're going to use our brain a little bit more. You guys ready? I took a little bit of break. I got coconut water, and I'm like, we're ready to be built different. We're ready to win every game we play. I don't know if you guys would have wanted to see this happen. The stream was way more memey and more fun than normal. Most of the time when I do these pushing up, I totally concentrate on the gameplay, and I don't talk to you guys near as much. I don't know. This one was a little bit more fun for me. So thank you guys for being a part of this one. We had a lot of meme stories. What's the best song out right now? So I am not mainstream, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's one. So the one artist that I actually like listening to is called Crispy D. That is my favorite artist right now. He doesn't have much music at all, but I search him up on YouTube. He's got like 1,000 views on most of the videos, but I love it. And the name also kind of a little bit unorthodox. That's what I listen to. That's what I've been listening to recently on repeat. Yo, yo, yo. All right, we're gonna go recruits here. I'm not afraid to be different, all right? That's what it is. I'm also not gonna sugarcoat it. Also, like, just like regular YouTube music is always pretty good. Like watching the recommendations, whatever flows in works pretty well. All right, this is not going well. Surprisingly, I am losing this game. Amazing, amazing. Oh no, 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 no! Don't do this, Dark Goblin. Oh, thank God. Nope, this is really bad. So he has the exact same deck as me, but instead of having Fireball, the guy has arrows. Amazing. All right, so yeah, sometimes when you get these type of mirror matchups and your opponent hard counters you and you don't play well at the start, then the game is kind of over. But maybe we can still do something. Who knows? Like maybe a Skeleton Barrel can take an entire tower. You take those. All right, I could activate King Tower, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to lose the tower anyway. So realistically, at this point in the game, I should lose the game. But hypothetically speaking, for just a split second, maybe he doesn't arrows on this. Maybe he doesn't arrows. He does arrows. Great. Maybe we can go for Dark Goblin and Goblins and then somehow find a way through. I don't think it will work, but we have to try. The brute force strategy is working. Not really, but it's kind of. Okay, let's go for Royal Recruits here. Because it's hard for him to apply pressure on one or defend one side, that's kind of what we're going for. He used his arrows, actually. There's always a chance. Oh, I forgot that. That's great. Yeah, we lose. So, winnable. But as you guys can see, you can run the deck with Firecracker and arrows. It'll give you a pretty big advantage. The main thing that I would recommend is if you end up finding a situation where you want to go all in this deck versus the same matchup, you bait out the arrows and then you try to apply a lot of pressure on one side instead of split lane pressure, because if you're split lane pressuring, the opponent will just end up defending using both their princess towers. Also, playing a little bit more defensive with most of the cards is good because you can get better counter push if you're fighting on your side of the map and you're doing recruits versus recruits. I did not focus that game as much as I should have at the start. I focused a lot more at the end. All right, so Firecracker, easy to activate King Tower against. So we'll do that right now. Goblins will lock in on the tower, giving us some value, or force out an Ice Golem. That's cool too. We can go Dark Goblin here, and then we can go Skeleton Barrel. Okay, let's go Goblin Gang in the middle. Go recruits. We need to later on, but not right now. Okay, I think that's okay to eat 3 hits. Not really that okay. He used a zap. All right, not looking great. We're in a pretty bad spot, all things considered. I don't love where we are, but maybe the Skeleton Barrel can do a lot of damage to the tower depending on what he's got. I could Fireball that, but we've already taken so much damage on the other side that doesn't really matter. I could Recruits on that. Still doesn't matter. I'd rather eat it, go Recruits in the back, build a big push, and see what happens. Reset is always Recruits in the back whenever you're not doing so well, whenever you're trying to figure out, like, what am I supposed to do? Just go Recruits in the back, and then things will probably work out for you. In your video, you use a Spirit instead of the triple spell. Why would you make that change to the deck? I didn't make the change. It's just for a faster cycle, and that was one of the decks that the rank 1 player in the world was running. You can run triple spell, or you can run Electro Spirit. Personally, I've always preferred Electro Spirit just because it's a faster cycle, and that's what the professional player was running there too. So, I guess that's the reason why, most likely. We're going to go Goblin Gang here. Should be able to kill the Firecracker as well and activate King Tower, so that's beautiful. We can go for this, and then we can also go for Wall Breakers. I totally forget if he's going to be able to kill the Wall Breakers, but I guess we'll find out. I don't think so. I think one of them does connect, but that's worth it for 2 elixir. Take that all day long. I could Fireball, but again, even though this is an appealing Fireball target, remember, he's taking so much damage in the right and nothing on the left. And I have Royal Recruits Evolution, so for 3 more elixir, I can get this, which will probably give me more damage than the Fireball gets at the tower. So always think about it from that perspective. What can you get? Oh, really? An Electro Giant attack? That's terrible for me. Yeah, so I should lose this. We're going to go Goblin Gang, and then we're going to go in for a Skeleton Barrel. But I lost so many games against Electro Giant that I want to show you guys possible to win. You got this, baby. All right, we're fine. It's all calculated. With the Wall Breakers pull, it's a vibe. We can let that happen. We know he's going to go for an Electro Giant, so we're going to go for Royal Recruits. Then we're going to go Dark Goblin. Notice how I didn't Mighty Miner because I knew his card cycle, so I was like, oh, we've identified what you're doing because I'm using my brain. I've decided to use my brain right now. In this game, imagine. Imagine using your brain cells. Couldn't be me. And we win. Even though we are playing against an Electro Giant deck, we dominated. And if he's got Lightning, it doesn't matter. We just click the ability. We go other side. And then you get finessed by that one Wall Breaker. Right? And the Mighty Miner locks on the tower. GG. Peace out, Girl Scout. I can't believe you ended up having to zap Electro Giant. But it is what it is. SirTag makes us all... makes us what? I'm so confused. Makes us... Oh my gosh, I almost read that. You almost got me to read that. Dude. I feel like I should be better at reading the internet, you know? I should have that skill developed. I haven't leveled that up to level 15 yet. It's still like level 2. I'm not even tournament standard. I'm not even tournament standard yet, bro. What the heck? All right. I live in Italy. I made you popular at my school. My friends really like watching you since a year. They really like your content. Hey, let's go. Thanks for spreading us, dude. We're out here. We're getting bigger. Community is growing. I love it. I love it. Anyway, thank you, man. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks for the stories. Keep it up, bro. Yeah, hopefully I continue to have Mimi stories. Hopefully they're not as, like, unfortunate as they've been. With almost dying to homeless people and then having a crazy... Uber drive that the guy is kind of problematic. Maybe the next one will be a bit better. Who knows? But bad moments make for good stories, so at least it'll be memorable for us for forever. I think that'll be cool. What else can we do? How are we gonna play this one today? And we can activate King Tower, so that's a play. Oh! Guys, I have a confession. I thought 1 Wall Breaker, 2 Wall Breaker, King Tower, 3 shots. It has to hit the Princess Tower first, guys. I was going to say that's the most creative King Tower activation ever because I've never seen someone do that with Wall Breakers. There's a reason why they haven't done it with Wall Breakers. Only slightly embarrassing. Only slightly embarrassing. We're fine. We're fine. Always calculated out here. Always calculated. Oh, man. That's pretty good. Wait, will this activate King Tower? No, I don't think it will. Let's go Wall Breakers and pull. That's pretty funny. It's actually been one of my worst games ever. It's okay, though. It's okay. So we're going to get the recruits down in the back, and then we can click the ability. We can go other side. We can get the recruits to kill the Elixir Golem. We can also go Goblin Gang in the middle. And then, oh, wait. This is actually really bad for us. For the first time. I'm slightly scared. Ah, we defended. Nope, not yet. That Electro Dragon's still alive. That's cool. That's always nice. Why does this guy have Bomb Tower Elixir Golem? Like, this is a really defensive deck for no reason. Like us. One of us. One of us. One of the spammiest sirs on this planet. Yeah. Oh, no, no. Ah, die! No! That Dark Goblin was supposed to stay alive. This is really bad. Why is he... Okay, this is good. I mean, we can just go recruits and then fireball and all this, and he's going to lose it all. Right? Or he's not going to arrows? I'm so confused on why he didn't arrows that, but that's good for us. We took a minute. Okay. If I fireball, I think that's foolish. I kind of need that on the Elixir Golem, honestly. Alright, let's do this. And then I'm Barbarian Cycle. Wait, doesn't he have arrows plus that? And tornado? Does he have arrows, tornado, and barbell with bomb power? Am I tripping? He does. Wow, what a great deck card combination, man. I should lose this. This is actually 100-0. I did not expect this to be like 3 small spells. This is actually crazy. I don't even know how you come up with this. This is so scary. Like, I genuinely don't understand. Maybe? No way! What? Okay. Guys, can we just talk about this for a single second? How? How do you even come up with that? Like, this is not a deck. What? What is going on today? What is going on today? I don't even understand. It must be a sniper? Maybe, probably, right? I feel like that's probably a sniper. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. I don't understand. We'll take it. Is the parking story the worst experience you've had? I got 2 parking tickets back to back. That was pretty funny. It was 2 months ago. I parked at a spot that was completely okay. It didn't say anything. It was like, oh, free parking. And apparently, like, the private residence was just like, no, there's actually a parking ticket here. And then, there's like no parking here. I was like, oh, great. That's awesome. I like literally went to get coffee for about, I don't know, 15 minutes and I got a parking ticket. I was just like, how does this even happen? Well, like, what's wrong with this? And then I got another parking ticket as well, but that one was more so deserved. I just stayed there for a little bit too long. But yeah, I had, having that happen back to back was just like slamming me in the face. I'm like, oh, not like this. Not like this. That was pretty fun. I've never, since I spend a lot of time on YouTube and stuff, you guys know like how many hours I've been spending. Exploring more areas in Seattle has been really fun. I'll have more story. I'll have a lot more stories for you guys as time goes on. Hopefully less Uber stories. Probably never again. Let's just go activate King Tower with the Mighty Miner here. Wait, he missed. Let's go Goblin Gang. We're gonna get to recruits and then we'll build up more stuff. 2 games before 9,000? Really? I don't think it's 2 games before 9,000. Maybe I don't know how to do math though. Looking sharp today, Jake. Thanks, man. Yeah, I love this shirt. I really do. It makes me happy wearing things I like. One thing that I've noticed is like sometimes you just think, oh man, clothes suck. Like who cares about clothes? Like who cares about shopping? Who cares about taking photos? Who cares about like a lot of activities? There's so many activities that I thought were just dumb. And then when I started to like actually commit to trying them for a little bit, I was like, oh, wait, this is pretty awesome. It feels good, you know? So if you guys ever have like this initial knee-jerk reaction where you dislike something, I highly encourage you guys to try that food that you haven't like tried before that you think would taste bad. Try it out. See if you like it or not. Because maybe it'll surprise you. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe an activity that you didn't actually think that you would like will be something that has benefited you in a certain way. I don't know. Like I've noticed that when you start dressing nicer, people treat you differently. That is like something that I know it makes a lot of sense. It's really common. It's really easy to think about, but yeah, it's I get better interactions when I dress nicer. It also makes me feel better too. It's like cleaning your room. If your room is dirty, you're probably gonna feel bad. Just mentally, you're gonna be like, oh man, I feel like such a slob, or like maybe you're like, oh, it just takes too much time to do. When you do it, you'll feel like a sense of accomplishment almost. At least for me. One of the things that I've done a lot more is I've been trying to notice how I feel after a certain action or something, and then if I feel good afterward and it's something that's beneficial for me, then I try to replicate that action more often. That's one thing that's helped me a lot. Like if I don't regret the action and I feel good afterwards. That's helped me like work out more. It's helped me be a lot more put together with a lot of things from chores perspectives. Things that are not necessarily as fun. Why don't you insta fireball firecrackers? Because it's a negative trade. I don't really want to all the time. Sometimes it makes sense to. To be fair, the last game I didn't pay attention. I played it completely on autopilot. 100% on autopilot. You clean your room? I actually don't drink. I don't drink. Oh, you meant room. Yeah, of course I clean my room. I clean my room very often. Very frequently. Alright, so... we're going to have to fireball on this. And then click Goblin Gang. Those bats did not die. I played that really poorly. Okay. Looks like we're probably dead. What just happened? All in and I didn't have Mighty Miner. I'm so triggered. I'm so triggered. I hate when that happens. But I also did not play that very well. Like, I think I should have hit, like, a better timing with the fireball. And the Goblin Gang should have been outside of the poison. There's so many different things I could have done. Is this guy really just going to all in and, like, not care? Oh, my goodness. These guys are just built different. I'm telling you right now. Straight up. Golem players, sometimes just built different. It's okay, though. Now we might be able to melt him. What would you like to work if YouTube didn't exist? I don't actually know, but it would be something in finance, most likely. And maybe I would have changed out of it because maybe I wouldn't have liked it. The good thing about life is you can always make changes or adaptations. You're not really stuck in a certain thing. You might be for a short period of time because of like financial constraints or something like that, but eventually you can work your way out of it and you can adapt and change things. And you can be in different jobs. You can change your location. You can change who you're around. You can change everything in life. Like, it's pretty malleable most of the time. Or at least it should be. Okay. We're gonna go recruits here. I wonder if we can still win this, because it's definitely possible. It's just gonna be a crazy game if I find a way to win. Let's go Dark Goblin here. Wow, did I really not take the tower? We're just gonna go next game. This was actually just a circus. This match was a legitimate circus. Sometimes this does happen. If you're running a control deck, this will never happen. But yeah, that did happen well. We're not enjoyers of that matchup and how that sequence played out. All right. On to the next one. You should make the best bomb tower deck. I have made bomb tower decks before. There's a lot of fast cycle ones. Do you play Roblox? Not really. I played Deep Woken once. That was it. What other games will you be playing on YouTube? I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what pops up into the field for us. I started watching your content 2 weeks ago, and I love your content. Hey, thanks, man. I'm super happy to hear that. All right, so unfortunately, no fireball, and he goes witch in the back with recruits. That's not good. We're really hoping that we get good card cycles after we lose a game, you know? Fireball would have been really nice there. But you can't always get what you want. Okay. Good. Fine. Click the bomb. It died. That's great. Oh my gosh, it's the Valkyrie type of thing. All right, so the strategy here is going to be a little bit different. Yeah, let's just do this. Nice, perfect. The wall breakers did not get hit by the Valkyrie. Type of timings, because I haven't played Clash Royale in 2 or 3 days. I actually took a little bit of a break. My timings are definitely not as good as normal. So I'm just kind of like messing around and enjoying it. Stop ignoring us. Do you remember me? If you think I've been ignoring people this stream, you are wild, man. I've read so many games. I've read so many comments. I was going to say games. I've read so many games. No, I've read so many names. I've read so many comments. Yeah, no. Send your opponents to this. Oh, send your opponents to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, hopefully, man. We'll see. So against Witch here, I think it's a little bit better for us to spam into the wizard in the left-hand side and have the recruits charge because there's going to be less distractions. I think that's the game plan. Yeah, that's good. All right, we're going to do this. What else? Yo, Kurt Hurd, thank you so much for the massive donation, man. 5 gifted subs is nothing to scoff at. That is crazy. Thank you, bro. Hopefully you're having a good time at the stream and appreciate the support, man. Lots of love. Hell yeah. That's insane. Also, Super Saiyan Guy, thank you for the $2. But that is 5 gifted subs. That's so crazy. Thank you, man. All right, let's go for wall breakers. So one of the biggest worries for me is like not spending my elixir. I need to be spending it a lot more here in these type of matchups. Otherwise, I'm definitely dead. We need him to not go for elixir golems, and he's doing the elixir golem thing. I have a problem. He should arrows this, and that will kill everything. We're trying to keep his attention on the other side. Wizard does take. Oh my gosh. The amount of insane like bait decks or bait counters with Wizard and like Witch and all that stuff that we've been playing against is pretty crazy. Like a Valkyrie deck with that is not something that I match. I should have spent more elixir on the right hand side and that would have gotten his attention there and then I would have won. You live and you learn. You get better at the game as you play more. And yeah, that matchup was not fun again. But it is what it is. We'll win all the next couple games. Will you hit 9K today? Yeah. No, we're definitely hitting 9K today. It should be pretty easy. You must add arrows into your deck. Nope. Arrows are not what we're running. You can run arrows. You can also run Fireball. Doesn't really matter which one you pick. The arrows were not a reason why we lost. Unfortunately. But yeah. You can run arrows if you want. The Rascals and Wall Breakers. So he's going to be running Log Bait with Goblin Barrel most likely, which is tough because you don't end up having a small spell. But this is very, very winnable. It's not like a Valkyrie Witch Wizard deck or anything like that where you make a mistake and you play poorly and then you lose. This is like, I know the formula to win this matchup, and I will not throw.
Let's go.
I'm going to Fireball on the Princess as soon as I possibly can. Finishing that off is nice. And then I think we can go Goblins on the Goblin Barrel that'll be dropping. Okay, we have Wall Breakers, and we've got Mighty Miner, and we've got Goblin. Okay, we can go Dark Goblin, and we can go Goblins as well. I think that might be slightly better. And then... Really? None of them went in front? That's so good. I thought... I don't know what I thought, but I thought they would disperse a little bit. I thought, like, maybe one of them would stay in front of the tower. Because I thought, like, the Goblin was here. It would still stay in front of the tower for the Prince. And then both Wall Breakers would connect afterward. But the Prince would probably not do that to me. Okay, so ideally, we should have Goblins here and then Dark Goblin in the middle. You live and you learn. Sometimes things don't go as planned. That was unfortunate. You good, man? Well, I'm definitely not good in this game, but we're going to be good at it in a little bit. We'll make it happen. Even Clash Royale official account posted. I know they did. It was pretty wild that they decided to do that. Pretty wild that they decided to do that for sure. Not what we would expect, right? Okay, the recruits are putting in work on the other side. They're doing a lot of damage on the right as well. It's actually looking great from all departments now. We're looking a lot better. It was looking a little bit sweaty for a sec, but we're chilling. We're chilling. Dark Goblin is something we can ignore. The Wall Breakers are going to die. The Skeleton Barrel is going to connect to the tower. We can go for Wall Breakers again on the other side. He's going to create a great log, but that's fine. We can go Dark Goblin to take the tower on the right if he's not going to pay attention. Takes tower. Goblin Gang, and we can go in for a Mighty Miner on the Prince. And then we can get ready for his Goblin Barrel, and then go Goblins afterward. That should be able to almost full counter. I think one of them locks out of the tower, which isn't that bad. Oh, none of them. No damage. Yeah, just drop it fast, you know? Light work. All right, we can go for recruits here. Probably one of the weirdest games I've ever played. Where I was like, you know, I think I won this, and then I didn't win it, and then I was like, oh, wait. Now I'm going to win it. So, kind of a weird game. I thought for sure I lost this. I guess recruits are difficult for him to defend if we just Fireball on top of his princesses. We're going to do this. Wall Breakers and Goblins. And we should win this game. Nice. Let's go, guys. Brainless Recruits deck for the win. All decks are tight because of the spam. None of these matches should be that tight. But they are. Are you getting sniped? Definitely not. Definitely not getting sniped. I think I got sniped once. Maybe the Elixir Golem game. That was the only one that just the deck didn't make much sense. So that was the only one that I was like, I think that one was like pretty unlucky. But even then, you're like, you never really know. Why don't you run skeletons and skeleton dragons? Elixir pump and skeleton dragons, because it's not the same deck. This deck, the one that we're playing right now, is the one that's played most frequently at top 200, and it's the easiest deck to play. So I'd rather show like the deck that is the best one instead of other versions of the deck. Sure, you can run that other one. Other one is fine and fun, but when I'm making a video, I want to make sure that I show you guys like the best deck to play, or at least based off of win rates and objective like gameplay instead of just personal feelings. You know? At least for these videos specifically, I want to show like a deck that will work like 6 years from now. Like this deck will still work as long as they don't nerf Royale recruits to the ground. Like this deck has been strong for 3 or 4 years. It'll probably still be good. Like as long as the game doesn't like completely change and they add like really ridiculous things. If the core gameplay is the same, this strategy will always work. All right, he just used log, so he's gonna have to bomb tower right now. And then the recruits aren't going to be able to break through, but that's fine. If we wall breakers, it's not going to do anything. We want to go Mighty Miner so we can get like... We want to get the 3-card cycle so we can cycle more recruits and more spam. Also, when he goes Hog Rider, we kind of want to go and counter with the Mighty Miner anyway, so... Not bad of a decision. Go Goblins. We can also Fireball on Hog Riders later on if it's getting really sketchy and scary. That is a strategy that a lot of people do. Alright, let's do this. Splitting recruits and wall breakers is not ever a bad option because the goblins don't just kill the wall breaker anymore. The wall breaker will connect. Yes, the log and it's still going to kill the wall breaker. Nice. So now we switch sides on him, which is important to do, I would say. We're going to try to Dark Goblin to kill the Mighty Miner as quickly as we can. I think the Firecracker will hit my tower, so I want to go Goblins. Let's go Skeleton Barrel here. See if we can bait out some extra elixir. Especially if we get that bottom tower, it's nice. The bomb tower out of cycle means that I just go recruits at the river. So hard to defend if you don't have that. And then if you go in for a Hog Rider, we can go Goblin Gang. Maybe able to fully counter the Hog Rider with that. Nice. Beautiful game plan on it. Wallbreaker won't connect, right? We can go in for a Dark Goblin to kill his Mighty Miner again. The recruit will give us damage, and then we're getting the evolution. And we should be okay here with the Dark Goblin and Goblins. We're going to take one Hog Rider hit. Not bad. This gameplay is actually really good comparatively to the other gameplay that I had. Trying to bait out the bomb tower with all this other cheap distraction bridge spam is great because then it enables you to go recruits. Perfect. Doesn't have login cycle. Now he's going to get the nest. We hit the Ice Spirit too. That's really big. Oh, I forgot that he got back to bomb tower. I didn't think he would. So, log is out of cycles with Goblin Gang. Like a lot of recruits here. A little bit annoying, but it's okay. Still winnable. I don't love the matchup though because of the bomb tower. Dark Goblin's not going to do what we needed to. I think I'm dead. I hit my tower. No. If only we just had a little bit more time. If only we just had a little bit more time. Oh, what? Okay. How much HP did he have there? What the heck just happened? Alright. I'm at like... He's at 2,500, right? Logs. And just like the game is definitely over. 40 HP and he's at 1981. He could just earthquake on the tower right now. Oh no. Oh, let me know if that's ever happened to you guys. That happens all the time to me too. Where like when I'm tired or I'm playing Clash Royale like 2 a.m., I'll be like, oh, you know, like I'm just gonna defend or whatever, and then just like don't look at the tower HP. We've all been there. We've all been there, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Typher. That has happened to everyone. He even had earthquake. I know. I feel bad for him. Hit that like button, says Curd. Hey, let's go. Thank you, Curd. Curd OP. Thorough legend. All right, does the Dark Goblin hit the miner? It does! I didn't know. Oh my gosh. I was hoping he was going to activate King Tower. I don't know what's wrong with me. Also, the SR definitely stands for senior and not sir. So we are the only sir in this game. You can't steal my name. Your cheapest deck videos make me addicted to your videos. Yo, dude, I'll have more of those. I'll have more of those. You're so handsome. Thank you. Looks fade, man. But, you know, the community that we have, it's forever. Okay? All right? Let me cook? Yeah, dude. Always let me cook. Maybe try to finesse you. Yeah, maybe he was trying to get fancy. Maybe he was going to try to, like, earthquake last second just to, like, mess with my mental. I'm sure you guys have had people do that to you before. Like and sub for a happy life? Yeah, dude. It's 100% guarantee. If you like me, then you will have a happy life. Oh gosh. All right. Get away. No. No. I guess I didn't like the video, guys. I didn't like the video. That's why that happened. Yeah, that was all me. What's the best Evo in your opinion? Evolve Knight is the best. All right. So we're going to go recruits in the back, and we'll build big stuff, and then we're going to spam. Bam. Oh. Karma is real? I know. Karma is very real. Every single time I said karma wasn't real, I immediately lost games. I've done that so many times on stream. Also, Kurt, Kurt, thank you so much again for the regular sub before, which I did not notice or give you any acknowledgement for. Happens all the time, good sir. Unlucky. No. So unlucky. We're not fireballing that. We have already activated King Tower. We're in an okay spot. Sometimes I subconsciously just want to remove the cards from the field for really quickly when I should be realizing, hey, I don't need to. Like, I'm still okay. I can kill the card later. Doesn't really matter that much. All right, Dark Goblin finishes that off. That's beautiful. Mighty Miner's tanking. That's really good. So recruits here. You missed his arrows. It's okay. I can't really talk about that. You know, I've missed a lot today. The Firecracker is mad obnoxious. I guess the arrows against Firecracker and Dark Goblin is such a big deal. That thing is still alive. I'm a master at finishing off Firecrackers, guys. Look at me. Look at how patient I am finishing off the Firecracker. Could any of you guys ever do that? Or y'all like, nah, screw that card, get that out of my sight? Obviously, we want to go other side the entire time. Alright, we're not that patient with this one. It's right next to the tower. That's going to die. He missed the arrows! Oh my gosh! Mental devastation. Did you lose your first game again? No, you lost your first game, man. Not me. Stealing OJ's line, alright? Keep going. I'm having more success with 2.6 Hog Cycle than Firecracker in the Evo spot compared to the Evo Knight. I mean, dude, do whatever you enjoy. Like, if you're having success with something, who am I to tell you to do something different? Enjoy what you like. Oh my gosh. The 13th Hog Rider player in a row. No way. Amazing. Worst Wallbreakers NA. Oh my gosh. They were even worse than the worst ones. They died, and they gave our opponent free damage, and then he didn't even take damage. And then no King Tower activation. These are going to run away, right? Oh, no, they didn't. That was pretty good. 1 elixir. Take those. Okay, so this matchup is not easy. I got to go recruits in the back. Oh, wow. This is going to say back, and then my voice cracked. That was good. All right, so we've got a Firecracker, Hog Rider, Witch deck. We have found the only one person in the game that plays this. Is he going to have arrows and log? I hope so. That would make me really happy. Let's see. You guys think he's going to have arrows and log? Are you ready? Are you guys ready to roll? He's going to do it. He's going to log this. I can sense it. Not doing it. Oh, arrows and zap. Okay. 2 small spell stuff. All right, we're gonna go in for wall breakers. They're probably not both gonna connect. I forget, dude. Nope. Nope. Level 13 or level 14 built different. Hog Rider me? The goblins? Wait, that was pretty funny that it's still redirected there. Arrows, yikes. If he zaps in the Goblin Gang, it still stays alive, kills the Hog Rider. I hope he kind of spams in the other side and I can just recruits. Yeah, let's just go recruits, I guess. Fine. Really not that bad to have that happen. It is very annoying to play against the amount of people that are running, like, Firecracker right now, though. Too many. The amount of Firecrackers is too dang high. That's all I'm going to say. The amount of Firecrackers is crazy. Figured that would happen. Nice. Oh, baby! It's a triple! No way would you... What? Those minions were on a mission, man. He didn't trust me. He didn't trust my reaction speed at all. Maybe he wanted to destroy my mental to the point, like, if you mess that up and you've got something that you're like, oh man, I should have hit that, you just like leave the game. Is that what happened? Is this guy just living life precariously? Like, I am so interested in what this guy was thinking there. That was really funny though. Y'all have to let me know. What do you think happened? I genuinely, I have to know. That was too funny. That was way too funny. Elton's hit the tower. Come on, do something. Ah, please. Oh my God, spam everything I have. Do something. More damage, more damage. More energy, more energy. Oh my God, no, stop. Oh, stop, dude, don't do this. Oh my God. Chill. Chill, Bill. Chill. Let me win. He doesn't want arrows? He wants to go arrow zap, but he can't. Oh! He wasn't ready! Guys, I think I need to not play Clash Royale for 2 days. Look, just for proof. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so I haven't played Clash Royale, and all right, this is like 2 days ago when I recorded a video. It was kind of fun. We won a lot of games. We had a fun time. We recorded it 2 days and 22 hours ago. So I guess 3 days ago. I started playing a little bit of Clash. My next game was like 2 hours ago before the stream, and I took a break. Hadn't played in a while, and now since I've just taken a break and haven't played Clash, it's been so fun. It's been so memey. Like, I don't know a lot of interactions because I'm getting back used to the game, and I just decided to do a stream with you guys, and this has been one of the memeiest adventures ever. We should do this more often. I really think we should have a new account that we just push up ladder and just mess around with and play different decks. This has like been a very fun stream. Oh, I've created 2 other accounts to sub to you. Oh, thanks, man. I love the vibes. Invisible's OP. All right, you know what? We're gonna give you some love too, man. Wall breakers in the back probably isn't a good decision because if you think about it from the perspective of me, where the wall breakers should not connect to the tower, it's not going to be that good. More passion and energy, man. That meme from, like, I don't know, shorts and reels is funny. All right. Yo, wait, watch this. We're going to finesse it. Also, Just, thank you for the $5. I'm going to read your message real quick. I'm not going to say your entire name, but I'm just like I got you. I love you. We all feel that way sometimes. We're like, oh man, I'm just not being as nice as I should be in some situations. Or like you're doing things different. I love the name. Hopefully you're doing well as well. And you said, just want to say thanks for keeping me entertained. Your positive words help me through my... Yeah, positivity is so nice. I truthfully like listen to happy songs, try to surround myself with happy people. Obviously not everyone can be happy all the time, but yeah, I try to surround myself with positive people. It's made my life a lot better. I'm glad that you guys like enjoy watching my streams for that reason. Anyway, how are we gonna win this? How dumb is this Dark Goblin? On a scale 1 to 7. How stupid is this Dark Goblin? Doesn't look that bad. It didn't redirect like I thought it would. I thought the mortar would redirect and kill my Dark Goblin because the... Oh my gosh. Oh, that's sick. We take those. All right, we're going to go for Skeleton Barrel and then get to the river. I created 100 accounts. No, don't do that. No. That's how we get reported for sub-botting. No, we don't like that. There's a tipping point. You know, it's wholesome at like 1 or 2. When you do like hundreds, it's like my YouTube manager is going to hit me up. He's going to be like, Jake, what are you doing? Why do you have 1 million subscribers? I'm like, well, Andrew, we have an issue. My community decided to meme around a little bit too hard. We took joking around too seriously. I wonder what he would do. Hopefully that will never get me in trouble. Case same. All right, let's go. Let's recruits. Let's do some other stuff. I haven't played Clash in a year. Just got back. Yeah, it's nice to take breaks. Like, if you try hard all the time, is it really that fun for everyone? For me, I do try hard sometimes. Like, I'm sure you guys watch my videos when I actually create them. A lot of them, like, I do try hard pretty often. But I do like messing around as well with meme videos, and I love messing around with streams and genuinely not caring that much, you know? Having a good time more so. Especially when I can run a deck like this where you don't have to think. You actually don't have to be good at the game. If anything, this might be like, you know, one of those situations where you guys are like, oh, you know, I can do this so easily. Jake, you suck. I'll be like, yeah, I know. This is very, very, very easy. Like I'm Dark Goblin at the river, dropping wall breakers, and then wham, bam, we break through. Amazing. He's actually going to lose to the Dark Goblin. What? That poison's not going to tick down fast enough. What you thinking? What you thinking, sir? Invisible's OP? Well, my units were definitely not invisible there. That's why I stopped. It got so sweaty. Yeah, 100%. If you get tilted, try to take a break, and you'll love the game a lot more fun. Yeah, 100%. You guys ready for me to try a little bit harder now? Maybe. Possibly. All right, let's run it. Let's win these 3 games in a row. Let's focus up a bit more. Not a lot more, but just a little bit, you know? We're going to recruits in the back, and then he's going to Hog Rider. Oh, my gosh. Hog Rider! There's so many of those, man. There's so many of them. All right. We're channeling the Hog Rider energy today. No more Hog Riders because we have the Hog Rider hammer, so he's not going to be able to use his hammer. He's not going to get any damage. We stole his weapon, guys. We stole his weapon, so we're good. We're chilling. We're actually in a really good spot right now. We're able to activate King Tower, and then the wall breakers are doing really well. See, it worked. We stole his Hog Rider hammer, so he's not going to get damage. It's going to be a foolproof plan. Promise. You guys didn't see anything. You're too nonchalant. That was awesome. All right, we're gonna go in for our goblins here, and then I think the Hog Rider hammer didn't do as much as it should have. It's supposed to be like a secret buff where it gives us a little bit of a benefit, gives us the damage that we stole from the Hog Rider, but it didn't happen. All right, so I guess we can go recruits in the back, and then maybe go wall breakers or something. I don't like the fact that he's got a random Royal Ghost in his deck. You guys remember the last moment where the Royal Ghost hit my Dark Goblin that was behind a recruit and the shield didn't work? Oh my gosh! What? Dude, stop it. Don't do this to me right now. I really did not sign up for a minion Sparky Hog Rider deck. I guess that's what ladder does. Oh wait, he's going to lose most of those Sparkies. Outrange it? Very cool. Dark Goblin locks tower, that's 800 damage. Very cool. Not very cool to see a firecracker spammed at the river and hurting my feelings. But it died. Wait, that was so well played on our end. The Hog Rider hammer, guys. Oh, that was the wrong way. There we go. I feel like a derpy dude right now. We're gonna go for wall breakers. They probably die. Maybe one of them connects. Oh, he's gonna have Electro Wizard too. I forgot. Go Skeleton Barrel on the right. Force out more elixir. Try to overwhelm this guy's mental. Mess with his mental out here. It should lock on the recruits first, and then the recruits' shields still stay there. Dark Goblin dies, of course. Why would it ever stay alive? Oh my gosh. Can we not do this right now, sir? Can we talk about your deliberate strategy of spamming every single card at the river? Now we're doing the same thing as you. GG! We got you! Yes, sir. We caught you. Easiest Pokemon in my life. Easiest Pokemon catch in my life, guys. Let's go. He wasn't ready. That's the strat, guys. Steal their weapon, steal the game. It's a flawless technique. All right, on to the next one. Did I get muted? No, you didn't get muted. You like Emma Watson? I don't know. Actress? I actually don't necessarily know what movie she's from or what she stars in. The name feels very familiar though. I'm not a huge like actor person. P.E.K.K.A is the worst card CR. P.E.K.K.A, yeah, it's not that good. She gets distracted a lot. It's a cool card. I love the fact that the P.E.K.K.A's got 2 swords, only uses one of the swords when she's attacking though. I wish that the animation would be different. Like if she could use one sword and then alternate and hit with the other. Oh no, I tried to drop goblins. I didn't drop them fast enough. Feels bad, man. Okay. All right. Minor, so this is probably going to be a Mega Knight deck. Amazing. Harry Potter. For real. Yeah, 100%. Okay. All right. I just didn't feel like typing the whole thing. Yeah, 100%. Let's go. I really do want to play with you, but my trophy count is not high enough. It's okay. There's a whole bunch of things that I do where like you guys get to play against me. It's gonna be a sponsored stream soon where I will be doing Raid Shadow Legends and then play against me. I don't know. It's not confirmed yet, but it'll probably happen. Y'all can let me know if you would be interested in that. That'd be pretty. Also, I'm doing that again. Even if I'm not doing it with Raid Shadow Legends, I will be doing a play against me stream. So it should be a vibe. That deck is so toxic. My deck? Yeah, of course it is. What do you think? I'm literally playing like one of the easiest decks in the game right now, bro. Brainless, my man. I love when hair falls in my face. It's so cool. All right. Let's just recruits in the back because it's always a good strat. Okay, we're gonna fireball on the skeletons as they accumulate on my tower. Feels bad, man. Genuinely don't like when skeletons do that to me. Makes me feel like we can't stop it sometimes. All right, let's go goblins. Oh my god, we almost kissed a Mega Knight in the air. That was really scary. That thing jumped down. I was like, oh, are we dead? Hopefully not. Stop it, dude. Chill. Calm down. Okay, great. I love that you randomly minor into that. That's nice. All right. Definitely want to do this so we can keep one Spear Goblin alive so we can kill the bats on the other side if we need to. Bats might come down on the left. He's going to Mega Knight again. That's good. We can go in for our Dark Goblin. Wait, does it not one... It doesn't one-shot the bats? Why is my Spear Goblin not one-shot the bats? My Goblin getting level 14? Oh, okay. I was like, I thought I knew that interaction, guys. I was mystified for a second, my dudes. Oh, I can't believe the luck that I just had. That was immense luck. We targeted the skeletons with our Princess Tower so it didn't hit the miner. And then because the miner wasn't getting targeted, we won the game. I would have had to fireball on defense there. I would have had to fireball on the miner and the 2 skeletons. Hog Rider Hammer. It's the good luck charm. If you guys are losing Clash Royale matches, y'all need to buy a Hog Rider Hammer. You don't need to level up your cards. Just hammer away on towers and get the best luck in the game. Let's go. This prop is propping up our win rate. Love to see it. What's up, Gio? What's going on? 2 more games? It's 1 more game. You think I'm going to lose? Miss me with that. It's against our religion to lose the last game of the day. We always lose the first one, so then we can channel the good vibes and the karma for the last game. That's how it works, man. Oh, all right. Also, if you guys didn't know already, look at the pinned comment as well. Pinned comment's going to end up having a deck for free-to-play players, and it also shows a video of me playing easier to upgrade decks as well that you can reach, you know, the last arena with if you want, or any other arena under this. But we just astonished Harry Potter and vanished him with our Dark Goblin, so that's good. We can go for a Skeleton Barrel on the other side, and then we can go for Wall Breakers. Oh, no. Well, that card is annoying. Let's go for a Mighty Miner and also Goblins, and I think we're able to kill it. Oh, I didn't drop it fast enough. See, I didn't want a Fireball. I had full faith. It was unfounded faith, though. All right. Nice. Nice. The gameplay? We're unlocking smart decisions in the last game of the day? Maybe. Yeah, the Goblin Gang could have come down a little bit faster on the left-hand side to fully counter the Goblin. I know, but it's still good. No one has to know. No one has to do. Just do the KFC shush face. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I'm not as talented as him with that. But yeah, whenever we make misplays, think of that. All right. I also love all the creators. Like, I think the Cashman, KFC, B-Rod, they're just so good. They're really good guys. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully in the World Finals, I get to see all those guys soon. That'll be fun. Anyway, getting back to business. We can go for Skeleton Barrel here. We can go for Wall Breakers. What else do we want to do? How are we going to win this game? What is the strategy here? He goes in for a Rage. That doesn't do much. Okay, that's kind of cute. That one Wall Breaker is not going to be something that we want to be cropping. I was considering it. I was like, probably not to play. We could go Recruits at the River. There's so many Ram Riders, too. Ram Riders are a really bad card for its Elixir. It dies to buildings for super negative trades, like a Cannon or Inferno Tower or a Bomb Tower. I guess Bomb Tower or Tesla or Cannon. Think about it from this perspective. The Hog Rider will, at worst, give you a negative Elixir, or like an even trade into the most common buildings of like Bomb Tower and Tesla and stuff like that. Whereas the Ram Rider will always give you a negative trade, so it's harder to cycle and feel good about. Even though it's just one Elixir, it actually does make a considerable difference. All right, we can Fireball twice. Probably the safest thing to do, but we don't live life safely. We live life adventurously. Goblin Gang, let's go. Okay, well, that worked. That's pretty funny. Knock that closer into us. Yes. Could have knocked it further back and hit the wizard too. I don't know why I decided to knock it closer to us, but I'm a very intelligent person, and I was smart enough to grab us the Hog Rider, and we grabbed a lot of wins. Yes, sir. We did it. That was actually pretty cool. Little bit of a journey all the way to 9,000 trophies, but we made it happen today. And look at it. Beautiful. Legendary Arena. Mission complete. It's kind of cool to see that. I hadn't seen that in a while. So, yeah, 21 in the world and, top 2,000 and all those accomplishments that we've had before. Top 10 ranked finishes. That doesn't mean anything to me. Being a pro at Clash Royale doesn't matter. The only thing that matters? Legendary Arena. And we made it happen live. Huge thank you to everyone that was here. And if you guys are watching this as a VOD, I hope you're having a good day too. Yeah, definitely let me know down in the comment section what deck you guys want to see in the future, what type of content you want to see in the future. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on the video, subscribe for more daily videos. Believe it or not, I stream or I put out a daily video every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern. So there will always be content. If you subscribe, you won't ever have something that you won't be seeing. You'll be like constantly bombarded by my content in a good way with things that you would want to watch, hopefully. Yeah. So whenever there's challenges and stuff, I'll also do those. Like when this trick or treat challenge pops up in a couple days, whenever that is, I'll be doing it live. Yeah. This is the deck. Again, you can use arrows or Fireball. I chose to use Fireball just because of like a lot of Ram Riders, a lot of bridge spam decks with random cards that were pretty annoying, like Ram Riders and Balloons, and sometimes Hog Riders to knock them back, and Wizards and Witches. The Fireball's nicer. You can also run Dark Goblin. You can run Firecracker instead of you can run Firecracker instead of the Dark Goblin, and Evo Barbs if you don't end up having Evo Recruits. You take out the Knight, you take out the Mighty Miner. You can use Evo Knight, Evo Barbarians, Evo Bats, any evolution basically instead of the Mighty Miner. If you don't have Royal Recruits, if you don't have Royal Recruits evolved, then that works. Anyway, guys, I love you. Have an amazing rest of your day, and check out the pinned comment for another video in the series, the video before this, showing how to reach Arena 22 with more free-to-play stuff. See you guys.